Okay, so Lavender went after my my master, the guy I've sworn fealty to, Mentis Wave, and I can't have that. I can't allow that. So naturally, we have to basically put him back in his place. We got to teach him why you don't mess with the big dog. You know, you don't mess with my bull. My face is showing. No, no, no. No, we gotta molest him. I have some notes actually. I prepared, guys. I prepared for this stream. I prepared for this stream. So yeah, it should be pretty solid. I have notes here. Let's jump right into it.
No, dear viewer, you have not been transported into an alternate universe.
haven't?
This really is Lavender responding to Mentis.
Dude, we're fucking molesting whoever owns
Messi's
YouTube
built
now.
different.
We're fucking
That's why
killing
he
the
runs
Indian
on
guy
yours.
who runs YouTube. I can't put on an ad blocker because then it's like, I put on an ad blocker, people won't watch my videos with ads on, and then I won't make any shekels. See what I'm saying? I gotta protect my income.
Wave using Marxism
Okay.
and the labor theory of value as my
Can't believe
weapons
it.
of choice. The end of the world is apparently upon
It
us,
seems
and
like
it
it,
came
doesn't
not with fire, but with me citing Karl Marx approvingly. A few months ago, I decided I wanted a better understanding of Marxism. I'd already read my fair share of Lenin and a few of the other usual suspects,
Of course.
so I
Love it,
figured
Super Chat.
Glorious_0 just voted with their wallet. $20 for victory. Here's some shekels for my favorite
Yes,
libertarian.
bro. We love to see it. Thank you so much for the shekels. They're gonna go right into the war chest. You know, thank you. Much appreciated. Back into molesting Lavender though. Molesting Lavender.
it was time to tackle the big man himself and his infamous Capital trilogy. I mean, how hard could it be? I once decrypted
And
any-
Another one, wow.
5,293 just voted with their wallet. $4.99 for victory. A-listic made me trans, so I guess we don't like A-listic anymore. Hashtag LOL.
Dude,
Hashtag
many such
ZZ.
cases. You know, if you guys misbehave in the chat, I'm gonna have my Jannies seal you inside of Alice Decay's Neo Vagina, and you're gonna be stuck, and you can't get out. Once you're in there, you can't get. It's like a crystal. It's worse than a crystal. You know, you're fucking trapped.
At
Another dude,
Christmas
holy, so many
10196
shekels.
just voted with their wallet. $4.99 for victory. I'm a mod for Bungie, now make me a mod. I needs to collect the brooms like Infinity Stones.
Is that how that works? I don't know, dude. I mean, hey, you know what? He gave me shekels. And I think this guy, if I remember correctly, he's been like, you know what? I got you covered, big dog. Add as moderator. Hey, don't be banning my cool fucking Goyim,
At
okay?
Thanolingo just voted with their wallet.
Get ad block
$20
now.
for victory. Get ad block
Dude.
now.
I'm watching Lavender's video. He's in the chat. Dude, if I have ad block for this video, he won't get money. We don't want that. We want to give Lavender shekels too. Hey, the Bosnian man's gotta eat, alright? The Bosnian man's gotta eat.
At SW0 did just voted with their wallet. $2.35 for victory. Open a fuckbook Patreon already.
They want to give me shekels. Look. I'm starting channel memberships soon because I want to keep the VODs up, but I don't trust myself to not say various epithets here, and
At
you know they're gonna get taken down. So
942
the VODs
just
will be up
voted
for
with
channel
their
members.
wallet. $5 for victory. Change your
No!
smart arm batteries.
I will not. We are staying negroidic and swarthy on the taxedbrass live stream. That's what we do, people. Come on. Okay, you know what? We're gonna play a cool drinking game, I think. What should we do? I have some bush apples here. These are hard to get, guys. These are hard to come by. I have some bush apples here. What should we drink for? Put up some fucking suggestions in the chat, dude, for what we should drink for with the lav. Alright. But we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to molesting it. Internet straight out of Zim Abway? Dude, is my freaking cool internet bad? Are you guys telling me my fucking sweet internet is, like, not totally gemmy?
At Friskeeper1 just voted with their wallet. $2 for victory. Laser Pig is a loser.
Hey, you can say that again, brother. Alright, no, we'll get back to it, though. Dude, the people came because they want to see Lavender molested. You guys gotta stop giving me shekels. I can't get to the fucking video!
At Base Tiff True just voted with their wallet. $5 for victory, I'm FLPing it RN, YouTube is censoring it.
He's flopping it RN. What could he mean by that? RN. He's a real... Whoa. Whoa. Okay, no. We got him list Lavender.
Entire Julius Evola book for a video. So surely Marx would be a relaxing afternoon by comparison, because I wouldn't be dealing with the author thinking he was channeling ancient Aryan sun gods. About 50 pages into the first volume, I began to deeply regret ever starting a YouTube channel.
Just voted with their wallet.
We all love Hop. We all love hopping, dog.
Hopper.
Drink for every time Lavender mentions monarchism, theory, or Bosnia. Okay, how about this? Every time Lav says something about monarchism, theory, Bosnia, and for this video in particular, not real Marxism, because Lavender's main sin, and I love him, but his main sin for this video is he just repeatedly commits the no true Scotsman fallacy, right? Where he's like, actually... Look, this isn't real Marxism. Marx himself made this specific hyper-niche caveat saying that actually Marxism doesn't apply this way for this one specific circumstance. And he does this over and over again. And it's like, dude, big dog, you cannot keep making carve-outs and still claim you have like a coherent theory. The theory fucking... If your theory needs like a million exceptions, then you don't have a rule.
Just voted with their wallet. $5.87
yes! See, it pays off, dude.
Thanks for contributing to this month's rent.
Of course, we always watch Lavender videos without ad block on. Okay, right after me low-key insulting him. I'm so sorry, Lav, but hey, I gotta show up for my big dog, Mentis Wave. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show up for my master, for my king. All right. Fuck, more Shaq, dude.
10196
I shouldn't be complaining about making money, but my god.
$1.99 for victory. I told Lav to be afraid of the cheese.
Yeah, we're low-key digging up Lav and turning him into a fucking cupboard, dude. It's gonna be tough.
And possibly being born. It took a while, but I think I eventually got the hang of it.
Oh yeah.
And think is carrying a heavyweight championship belt in that sentence. I have to admit that a lot of what I assumed about Marx turned out to be wrong, which opened my eyes to how thoroughly those garbage r/political compass memes had rotted my brain. Don't misunderstand me. I remain a staunch anti-communist.
Yes!
I just happen to have a strong ethical commitment to hating things for the correct reasons and...
Hey, let me know, folks, by the way. Let me know if, like, the fucking leveling for the audio is bad. I can turn something down, I can turn something up. I'm all-powerful here, guys. I'm mighty. I'm a god, alright? So, hey, just fucking give me a holler.
So I wanted to measure my current grasp of Marxism against the critiques he raises, and... yeah, unfortunately...
More fucking money, okay, I guess,
voted with their wallet. $20 for victory. I packed donations.
Yes!
Thank you for your continued support for Israel.
I knew giving Benjamin Netanyahu that fucking foot job would pay off. You know, they said, don't do it. They said, put your dogs away, taxedbrass. I said, hey, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Alright, hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
Have been better. One of the rougher ones is his video on the labor theory of value, where he argues that surplus value simply doesn't exist. So I decided to make a...
guys, the internet's bad. I'm muted. No, I'm not. The fuck do you mean I'm muted? No, I'm not muted. I'm talking. What are you talking about? If my internet's bad, guys, hey, my B, not much I can do about it at the moment. You know, I'm waiting on one of my leases, or I guess just a lease to go through. So hey, soon enough, right? Sooner rather than later, we'll be in a fucking cool new area with better internet. But for now, fuck it out. You know what I'm saying?
Response, partly because it sounded fun and partly because I might teach my fellow chuds a thing or two about Marxism. I don't only care about red-pilling the normies, I'd also like the normies to get smarter while it happens. And honestly, looking
Oh, yeah,
at
that is
things
random
through
issues.
someone else's lens sharpens your own thinking, so I'm treating this as a brain exercise too. One thing before I head off, since I can already feel the full wrath of the Mentis Liquid Zulu clique descending
Hey,
on
you
me
forgot
with the
someone,
Ukrainian
motherfucker!
drone strike.
Motherfucker!
I have nothing
Isn't there someone you're
against
forgetting?
Mentis Wave. I still like him as a content creator, and we're in the same ChutTube Discord server.
Yep,
I
we
just
sure
felt
are.
the need to correct
We
a
sure
few
are.
things about how he thinks the theory works. I'm not
Is my audio not going through? What is happening? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Big text, I'm muted. What the hell are these people talking? I gotta check. I gotta check now. Hold on. I've gotta check. These people are driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy. Let's see. Am I muted? Am I muted? Unmute. Audio not going through? What is that? I am fucking going through! You people are I can't trust you as far as I can throw you. I'm angry, and that makes me mad. Delete system 32. Will that fix it, guys? Will that fix it? Okay, guys. Okay. I got an evil chat, bro. They give me money, but they hate me. I can't fucking reconcile it.
claiming the labor theory of value is good or that it beats the subjective theory of value. I'm mostly pointing at the straw men scattered around the place.
I see.
But that's not all. Just like millennial burger joints, I will be doing
Yeah, we're
something
doing it a little bit
different
differently.
here.
A
I won't
little bit
just
differently.
explain the errors, but I will also bring up how Mentis could have most effectively argued against Marx here, and what the best angle of attack could have been. I just want to make sure my buddy is also up to date on his attack methods. So, I guess it is time for us to now get into it.
Oh my god, another ad! Dude, Lavender. How many fucking ads do you shove into a video, dude? Holy. What the fuck is that ad even? Dude, I have a VPN on, so I don't know.
Hello, internets. You may have
Who
heard
the
an
fuck these
argument
ads
from
are
socialists
targeting?
before that goes something
Holy.
like this.
You will certainly never get paid exactly
the big
the
roach
amount
himself.
of value that you bring with your labor. That will never happen. Why? Because of what is known as profits. A company cannot have profits if they pay their workers the fair due. If they actually pay their workers exactly how much money their
Big
workers are
words from the
generating,
fucking
then there's
god
no
of economics,
profit.
Hassan
Profit
Piker.
are
We love.
surplus labor value extracted
Wi-Fi's
from
getting
the
blacked to
workers.
DNB
That's
network.
it.
No!
Simple as.
This argument is tied to the labor theory of value and the claim that profit is theft. It's a big reason why so many regular people probably get tricked into socialist thought.
Immediately here at the beginning of the video, we run into a big problem. Not from Mentis Wave's side, but everyone's favorite dog shocker, Hassan Piker.
the goat.
Because he himself gets the labor theory of value completely wrong while trying
cracked
to
the fucking
explain
can
it.
open.
And what makes it worse
No
is
true
that it is a
Scotsman, there we go.
completely revisionist social democratic view.
It's not real Marxism. Take a drink. Hold on. Take a drink, people. Bapple is so fucking good. Guys, get yourself some Bapple. I don't know if they're still out there. I used to low-key stocked up when they dropped it, but so fucking good. So fucking good. Old heads will tell you it's gay. It's not gay to drink Bapple. Bapple is fucking goated. Get this shit, dude. Anyway. No. Dude. So you 6 million ads, but more like 271,000. I don't know. I'm thinking it might be 60 million ads. Frankly, Lavender. Should stop being fucking YouTube-phobic. YouTuber-phobic, dude.
At Pure Politics with Inks just voted with their wallet. $2 for victory. You better be using Eddie the Skelly gaming chair.
Dude, of course we fucking are. Dude, I'm in Eddie the Skelly right now. You know what? Dude, the ergonomics on this thing are crazy. They're fucking, it's wonderful. It's beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. What am I drinking? Bapple, dude. Bush apple. Get yourself some. It's beautiful. Have I kissed the wall yet? Hey. You know, they gotta give me a bid, dude. I haven't been flown out on any propaganda trips. I'm angry, dude. You'd think, you know, someone. Hey, come on, bro. Where's Millet at? Fly me out to Argentina, dude. I'll fucking... I'll do anything. I'll do anything to be around brown Argentinian men. That's what I want.
Of it, forced and
Anyway, yeah. No, Lab does this thing where he's like, no, it's not real Marxism. It's revisionist. It's from this subset of Marxists that have completely taken over the movement and define Marxism effectively today. And it's like, okay, well, then at that point it is real Marxism, right? Like, even if Marx technically made like various kind of carve outs for that specific fucking, belief within his ideology, if effectively the takeaway ends up being
At the
that, that is what it is, then it is what it fucking is.
6,117 just voted with their wallet.
See, more money.
$50
Thank you so, $50 is so generous though, thank
Return the
you.
Lavender Bosniak back to the Osman Beylik. Listen to the donors. The men in black suits are your friends.
How curious. No, dude, Lavender, evil immigrant seeking refuge from the terrorist forces in Bosnia who want to blow him to smithereens because of his countless war. And he doesn't want you guys to know this. He's in his. I have the inside fucking details. This guy's in his 70s. He fucking fought in the Serbian Bosnian War, right? In the big fucking split. He fought. And he committed a lot of war crimes. Do you have any idea how many Serbian children he molested? This guy is evil. He's known as the Epstein of the Balkans, okay? This guy is evil. He had his own island and everything. You cannot trust this guy. You can't trust this guy. You can't trust him.
That is a completely revisionist social democratic view of it, forged in the evil layer of Ferdinand Lazala himself.
Yes.
To be fair, Hassan isn't
evil revision
outright
that's totally not
strawmanning
real
Marx here, but the explanation is muddled in ways that actually
Totally
weaken
real.
the argument and make it easy for libertarian critics like Mentiswave to knock down. Hassan grabbed onto Marx's conclusion that profit comes from unpaid work, without the reasoning that gets you there, and ended up sounding like exactly the kind of socialist Marx spent years arguing against.
Not
Here's the
real
single
Marxism.
most important
It's not
thing
real Marxism. Take a drink.
to understand. In Capital, Marx made a very careful distinction between two ideas: labor, which is the actual work you do, and labor power, which is your capacity to work for a given period of time. Hassan treats these two as the same exact thing, but for Marx, your labor isn't what you're selling in the first place.
Right, okay, and I had notes for guys. I told you I came prepared. I fucking notes, right? Okay, so in this video, Lavender, he spends a lot of time trying to like make this fucking distinguishment, right? This oh wow, holy dude.
Visa 7,947 just voted with their wallet. $100 for victory. I'm a 25U from Stinky Fort Polk about to ETS in 10 days. I will always love your absolute gem nukes.
Holy, bro. Holy. Dude, thank you for the money. You should low-key... I mean, I guess if you're being sent out, you're going to be making a lot. Even so, dude, I mean, best of luck. What is 25? I'm low-key... I'm a pogue.
At
I gotta fucking
FX_J_99 just voted with their wallet. $6.75 for victory. I'm a Hassan Piker sub and my politics are just being heckin' kind to people and giving people basic human rights or something.
Dude, that's beautiful. So you're a comms guy.
At Chris Hist 10196 just voted with their wallet.
Holy
$4.99 for victory. If modern Marxists are all revisionists and thus revisionism is Marxist, wound that make the ANCAPs against the age of consent real ANCAPs.
Hey, we're floating novel theories here, guys. We're floating exciting new theories. Fucking new ground is being covered. Hey, best of luck, dude. I don't think I've ever been to Fort Polk. I've heard it's not too great though. Best of luck, man. Yeah, so you're a fucking comms guy. Hey, I don't really know what you'll be doing. That's not my fucking wheelhouse, but best of luck, man. Stay safe out there. Low-key, if I were you, I'd be hoping for, some kind of combat zone. I'm sure you know where you're going by now. But you'd make fucking stupid good money. So take that shit, invest it. If you can use your fucking, if it is a combat deployment, you'll get, what is it, dude? Your fucking, damn it, dude, I should know this. It's the fucking GI Bill. You get the loan. The fucking VA home loan. Yeah, VA home loan. Take that shit, get yourself a quadplex. Fucking, rent out 3 of them, live in one of them that pays for rent, dude. You're fucking good to go. That's how you get... I know so many fucking people who, that's just been their fucking method. They keep re-enlisting for fucking, short enlistments. They make so many shekels. Because each time they re-enlist, they get a new VA home loan, and they just fucking, stack up real estate. It's crazy. But yeah, dude, best of luck. Have a good time, man, if you can. Not all countries are, great for partying, but hey, enjoy it if you can.
At Levada just voted with their wallet. $5.87 for victory. TBF, I never said it wasn't real Marxism, but that it is a different form of Marxism. Which is why I made the revisionist/orthodox distinction.
And I understand that, Lav, right? But the issue is, when you have, like, it ends up being just, this kind of completely unfalsifiable claim where you can point to anything and say, this isn't orthodox Marxism. This is, this other type of Marxism that, orthodox Marxism maybe has never been tried. Real Marxism has never been tried, right? If we're going to say that orthodox Marxism is the only type of Marxism that you can critique, and if you make critiques against, like, revisionist Marxism, which, by the way, right, if we're saying, by the way, that you're not claiming it's not real Marxism, and Mentis is making a critique of Marxism, and you say, that's not a good critique of Marxism because it's not orthodox Marxism, then you're saying revisionist Marxism isn't real Marxism, right? Like, inherently. It's kind of like, it kind of comes with the territory. But, I appreciate the clarification, though, and I know you do say that, but, like, at some point, when the only version of your ideology that is implemented is this version, you can't claim that the more obscure version, that nobody has it in mind when they're, doing anything, is, like, the kind that people should be discussing. That's kind of absurd. Although, maybe what I should do is I should keep rage baiting Lavender, right? In the hopes that he keeps giving donations. And I rake in the shekels from this guy. I'm gonna make so much fucking money. Ooh! I'm gonna be rolling in it. Hell fucking yeah. Anyway, back to it.
To give you a better idea...
Yeah. I was trying to fucking talk about this guy and his labor versus labor power thing. Yeah. So what he does, right? What Lav does here is he tries to distinguish labor from labor power, right? Because he kind of seems to hold the belief that this somehow rescues Marx from the criticism being made. But this would inherently then raise the question of, like, why is it? Because, why is labor power a commodity in and of itself with a determinate value, right? Because what Marx does is he asserts in his fucking theories that the value of labor value, right, is equal to the cost of the reproduction of that labor. But this is kind of like, in Marx's theories, he basically just assumes this. He doesn't really derive it from anything. He doesn't, like, there's no fucking mathematics. This guy has no, formulas to get there. He doesn't explain, the fucking, why should the, market clearing wage for whatever product you are making, then equal the subsistence cost. There's no explanation for these things. He doesn't really, he never fucking explains it without, circularity. It ends up being, just going in a loop. Going in a cycle. Nothing, it arrives from nothing. I'm low-key rage baiting myself here, actually. He just gets it from nowhere. Marx, dude, I fucking hate Marx. Because people are like, you haven't read Marx. You haven't read everything Marx had to say. And I've read Capital, or parts of it. I don't think I've read it, like, cover to cover.
At Liberta Self 4B just voted with their wallet. $1.99 for victory. Is it big?
Brother, it's huge, brother. Man, shit, man, is it big? Shit. Do bears shit in the woods? Shit, brother, man. Is it? Shit. No, but, Marx just, it's fucking so irritating to debate this shit with people, because Marx will have, like, a million caveats and a million carve-outs, but he never, like, explains why that carve-out applies, why it's relevant, why there's a carve-out here but not there, and why this carve-out doesn't apply to everything. And there's no logic. He just keeps adding new rules to the rulebook, and, never explains why the old rules failed, why there is the exception, just nothing. He just keeps fucking going back and forth. He rage baits me. Marx is rage baiting me from beyond the grave, dude. It's fucking crazy. It is crazy. Why do I have a... So mean.
Isn't
Anyway.
What you're selling in the first place. To give you a better idea, imagine that you are a farmer and you rent out your neighbor's ox to plow your fields for $50 for the entire day, which covers feeding it, sheltering it, vet bills, everything needed to keep it alive and working, because you can't plow your...
29 cents for victory. Get Bungie on the live, my brooder.
Dude, I would love to get Bungie on the live. I don't think Bungie would be too interested. I've DM'd him from the chair incident. Beyond that, I mean, beyond that, I don't know him like that. I don't know Big Bro like that. Hey, maybe one day.
$50 for the as the same exact thing, but for Marx, your labor isn't what you're selling in the first place. To give you a better idea, imagine that you are a farmer and you rent out your neighbor's ox to plow your fields for $50 for the entire day, which covers feeding it, sheltering it, vet bills, everything needed to keep it alive and working, because you can't plow your fields effectively with a sick and weak ox, so it's a fair price. But during the day, the ox plows fields that produce $200 worth of crops. Now, and this is important, you haven't ripped your neighbor off. You paid the going rate for what you rented. You just walked away with $150 more than you paid because of what the ox did during the rental period. Now, swap the ox with a normal everyday worker. The boss pays you the cost of—
I don't get why Lavender makes this point, by the way, because, like, from what this actually undermines Marx, right? The ox's rental price here is being set by supply and demand for ox rentals, right? It is, subjective valuation from market participants is what is defining the going rate for an ox. There is a complete lack, actually, of socially necessary labor time in the governance of that price. So I just don't, I really don't get why he brought up this point. I don't get it.
Keeping you alive and able to come back tomorrow. Food, rent, and the ability to provide for your family in order to raise the next generation of workers. That's the value of your labor power, and you actually do get paid that in a normal market. The catch is that during those work hours, you produce more value than the cost of keeping you alive. That extra goes to the boss. Again, workers do get a fair deal on what they actually sold. The exploitation going on here isn't that they are getting shortchanged at the cash register. It's about the fact that what they sold, which is their time and
exactly the amount of value that you bring with your labor. That will never happen.
You never get paid the full value of your labor. This quietly and sneakily assumes that workers and bosses are arguing over the right price tag for labor, with the boss lowballing the worker. And by assuming that, you are indirectly arguing that capitalism is a cheating system you can fix with fair wages, which, again, is the view propagated by the revisionist social democrats and
Again, though, when one branch of the ideology has completely conquered the ideology, right? Then at some point you gotta stop calling it revisionism and just say, well, this is the fucking ideology now. It's it's dominant. It's eating the rest. It's become, it's taken all the oxygen out of the room.
Just voted with their wallet. $5 for victory. Wait, you mean to tell me Levada, the guy who has been anti-Marxist, is now defending Marxism? What's going on here?
Look. He doesn't like Marxism. He is trying to kind of entertain that there are better ways to critique it, and I think in doing so, not doing a great job because he has to necessarily defend Marxism against the critiques being made in order to do that, and, the defenses just they kind of fall flat. They're not great defenses. They're kind of empty.
democratic socialists because they believe capitalism can be reformed. This is not a position taken by orthodox Marxists. Marx wanted to show that capitalism is a system where exploitation happens even when every exchange is completely fair by the rules of the market itself. The structure of wage labor itself is the issue here, not about how much your boss is paying you for your wages. So when social democrats like Hassan here start saying that your boss isn't paying you what you really deserve, they immediately hand the entire argument away. So then libertarians like Mentiswave can easily swoop in and say something like, well, profit is the return for risk or for the boss's organizational work.
I'm not changing the batteries on the smoke alarm. Okay, stop being fucking racist, guys. Some of us like a little bit of fucking... Some of us like ceiling birds in our environment, man. They're beautiful. It's a wonderful fucking type of wildlife, alright? Be loving. Love. Be calm. Be calm and love. Okay? We're loving people.
or for owning the equipment. Nothing about it is stolen worker value. So Mantis Wave is now basing his video off of this muddled explanation of the labor theory of value, which is completely fine if you are using it to push back against those filthy reformist revisionists. But
which are a type of
orthodox
Marxism, again.
Marxist approach,
But they're a type of Marxist. They are a type of, like, dude, if he doesn't clear, okay, again, this is what, like, you can say it's not a no true Scotsman, but when he says he's critiquing Marxists, and you say, no, it's not a critique of Marxism, it's attacking revisionist Marxists, not orthodox Marxists, then you are saying that revisionist Marxists aren't real Marxists.
$6.76 for victory. The entire point being made is stupid. The central point of LTV is moot. Any caveats can't cover them.
Hey, ain't that the fucking truth?
At Theoneman Armylol just voted with their wallet. $5 for victory. Oh, okay, because your stream title had me confused to the point to where it's clickbait. Whatever. Also, whoever says geg in the chat, off yourself.
Dude!
At base
Backing my
Tech
fucking
just
Newsly
voted
caucus?
with their
What are we
wallet.
doing? Thank you for the money,
$5 for victory. Someone told me libertarians just want
Yes!
state-funded injection
Yes,
sites next
that's
to
true.
schools. Why do you want children to overdose on
Hey,
fentanyl?
hey, dude. Little fentanyl never hurt nobody. Shit, brother, man. Shit.
At oh boy, it's
Woo!
Miracle
Them kids need
just
some
voted
fentanyl.
with their
Shit.
wallet. $6.76 for victory. If the majority of libertarians are magatards, will we give up the term libertarian?
I think a lot of people have, you know, people have talked about a rebranding, because the Libertarian Party's retarded. Most libertarians are, like, fucking idiots who don't know what libertarianism is. Like, there's been a lot of talk about rebranding. But we'll see.
_0 just voted with their wallet. $5 for victory. When is the video about how cracking axe wounds is based and Aryan coming out?
Look. You know, all was good, all in good time. All in good time. Look, dude, my beautiful fucking trans wife, Alice Decay. I'm gonna have to bring him/her onto the stream, and, you know, we're gonna... Hey, when's the taxedbrass? When is the taxedbrass OnlyFans launching? That's what everyone's asking. That's what the people want to see. Shit. No, but, back to Base of Truths, little super chat. Dude, yeah, Libertas, up-and-coming YouTuber, had a great video on... I think he was a little rough on Jimmy... I like Jimmy Talks, I've talked to Jimmy Talks, I'm pretty friendly with Jimmy Talks. I think Jimmy Talks gets a lot of things wrong in a lot of his videos. I don't think people should maybe necessarily listen to Jimmy Talks and everything. But yeah, he seems like a nice enough guy. I think, you know, Libertas went a little hard on him. But Libertas did make a very good video covering Jimmy Talks' video on libertarianism, and I recommend giving it a watch after. Of course, don't abandon me. Guys, don't abandon me! Come on. But at some point, definitely go check out Libertas' channel. Great dude, great videos. He seems really talented, and excited to see where he goes. So anyway, let's hop back into it. Let's jump back into it.
this wouldn't put the slightest dent in the theory because it's working off of a false premise.
What would
but never
hold on, Leather. What would it?
Revisionist. Okay. But to an orthodox Marxist approach, this wouldn't put the slightest dent in the theory because it's working off of a false premise. But nevertheless, let's just continue and see what else he has to say.
Let's see.
That's the sound of an American oil.
Leather! Dude,
want to be a part
you're
of
driving
it?
me crazy. Do my videos have these many
My name
ads,
is Adam
guys?
Ferrari, and I'm the CEO.
Do my videos have these many
I'm
ads?
sure most people have
What are
at
you
some
doing?
time felt like they aren't
usually
getting
watch
paid
that
enough
one.
for the nonsense they put up with in whatever their job is. But is this feeling that you aren't being paid fairly really the fault of profits
Meat
and
and
this thing
potatoes
known
in it.
as
Here we go,
surplus
guys.
labor value
The
that your
meat and
company is
potatoes.
supposedly
Should
extracting from
I
it?
should speed
Well,
this up, I
no.
think. A little bit, at least. Not a rush or anything. Everyone talks
No.
slow.
And the reason this socialist talking point doesn't make any sense is fairly straightforward. Surplus labor value doesn't exist. There is absolutely no such thing. And to demonstrate this, here's a simple tale, using Fumos, because why not? Let's say that Marisa gets an idea. She's tired of blasting magic all over the place and decides to make some money selling lemonade.
Yes, dude,
So she
we
builds a
love her
lemonade
cool
stand,
little
buying
fucking
limited supplies,
anime
advertising the
fucking
lemonade, finding just the right
flesh
spot in
dolls,
Gensokyo
dude,
for
they're
it,
so
and of course,
cool.
making and selling her lemonade to random passerbys. Let's say at this point that it costs her $1 to make a glass of lemonade, which she sells for $3, so a $2 profit. To keep things simple, we'll just say that 10 glasses of lemonade on average are sold every hour, effectively making $20 an hour. Then Marisa gets another idea. What if she builds a
Fucking
second
fleshy
lemonade
dolls
stand
love
and convinces
lemonade.
Reimu to work there for $10 an hour, with Marisa providing all the supplies she needs. Marisa then repeats this process until she has created a vast chain of lemonade stands. At some point, Marisa stops working at her own stand and dedicates her time to management. She has now effectively they become a capitalist. This is where the socialists start to whine a bit. They argue that Reimu and the other girls are generating $20 an hour of value through their labor, but are only being paid $10 an hour. Therefore, the $10 profit is considered surplus labor value that is being stolen from them, and that Marisa is thus exploiting their labor. Oh no, that sucks. But if we think about this logically, we can find some major flaws in their reasoning. If Marisa paid them the full $20 an hour, then she wouldn't be making any more than she did when she was running a single lemonade stand all by herself. So she would have no reason or incentive to do this. In fact, she could risk losing money or seriously wasting her time. Think of all the work that goes into building the stands, finding the perfect spot for the stands, getting supplies for the stands, preparing and maintaining the stands, dealing with potential lemon shortages, and so on and so forth. Depending on how well she does all these things, the profits can be completely different. If something goes wrong resulting in less than 4 lemonade sales per hour, she could end up paying Reimu and the other girls more wages than she gets back in profits. Lemonade sales could also rise on a sunny day or fall on a rainy day, depending entirely on how customers
I don't know if you know that
money for a class.
Mentis did something very sneaky here, and I only caught it on my second rewind. He goes from saying that surplus value doesn't exist when his own example literally shows that it does exist. In his story, each glass costs $1 in supplies and sells for $3. Reimu makes and sells 10 glasses per hour for a wage of $10. So in 1 hour, Reimu's stand brings in $30 in revenue. $10 of that just covers the supplies that were already worth $10 before she touched them. That means $20
Except Lavender's making some presuppositions with his argument here, guys, and we don't like that. We do not. I'm shaking my finger. You low-key can't see my finger because it's not green, but it's actually it's Vanta Black because I am I am 100% Somali, as we all know. But no, I'm shaking my finger at Lavender because he's making some mistakes here. He's making some presuppositions, right? Lavender here is claiming that Mentis, in his own video, is demonstrating that surplus value does exist with the numbers he's using. But it's not really the case, right? It's kind of a semantic trip.
That's the only
Okay, I guess
one
I'll-
on mine.
God, you're
Just
getting interrupted
voted
by
with their
money.
wallet. $5 for victory. Man, I hate the modern internet. I need my 20th beer and to rev up my lawnmower while listening to AC/DC full blast.
Hell fucking yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Back in Black, dude. Bad to the bone. That's how we're cool, dude. We're cool fucking unks. We listen to Bad to the Bone. We're cool unks who listen to Bad to the Bone in our fucking 1995 fucking Corvette, dude. Our Corvette Stingray. That's what we like. That's what we like. Anyway, back to where was I? Oh yeah. Lavender's kind of engaging in a little bit of semantic trickery here, where what he's doing is he's pretending that showing that a worker produces more revenue than their wage is somehow establishes that the difference then in that revenue is owed to the worker. And because that's actually what the surplus labor value like implies and claims, kind of. But you know what Mentis is doing, what he only shows in there, right, is he only shows that production is profitable, which is completely different, right? So you have two different claims, right? Surplus value existing is what Mentis is saying, like surplus value does exist, but the Marxist theory of exploitation being correct is a different claim, and the fact that surplus value exists does not imply that the Marxist theory of exploitation is correct, which is what the surplus labor value term and the kind of, you know, phraseology behind that implies, which, you know, just isn't the case, right? My fucking notes pulled up, hold on. Oh, holy dude. I had a few beers before I started the stream too, so I'm low-key a few deep, guys. I'm low-key a few deep, but it's alright. Oh yeah. But yeah, so the one doesn't necessarily follow from the other is my point, right? Surplus labor value does not only claim that you're generating more money than you're being paid, it also then implies that you are entitled to the money you're not getting, right? The difference, the bank, the gulf, so to speak. You know? And it fails to take a lot of things into, you know, account, right? You know, because it's writing off basically all the groundwork that is laid in order for you to be able to generate revenue at all whatsoever. You know, like, if the average guy working a fast food job, for example, at like McDonald's, Burger King, wherever, making fucking $15 an hour, you know, if he makes $30 an hour for, you know, like, selling the hamburgers, taking into account all the infrastructure and fucking, you know, just everything built by the entrepreneurs who own the business, you know, even if like $10 go to the business owner, $5 go to maintenance, and $15 go to him, right, in payment, out of the $30 he makes, that doesn't then imply somehow that he'd be able to make $30 an hour if he just fucking, you know, left and started up his own burger place. It doesn't, you know, that doesn't work. It doesn't go that way, right? Which is, you know, basically that's what labor theory of value, and, you know, kind of the idea of surplus labor value claims that, you know, you would be able to make that difference, you know? No, that's just not true. You know, it is not true that you would be making twice as much money or like enjoying twice as much wealth or value if not for those damned capitalists. So, you know, essentially what's happening here is Mantis is kind of denying the idea that wealth is being somehow extracted from the worker, like stolen. not as much the idea that there is like, you know, value that is generated that goes to people other than the worker, because like obviously that is true. Nobody would contest that. And you know, Mentis would have to be like actually a retarded troglodyte to think otherwise, which I don't think he is. My master could never be that dumb. But yeah. Anyway, we'll hop back into it though. We'll hop back into it. The kind of rant.
New value created at her stand. Reimu gets 10 of that new value as her wage, while the other 10 goes to Marissa. What he just showed, using his own numbers, is the structure of surplus value. The labor produces $20 in new value, the worker keeps half, and the owner keeps half. Like,
everyone's
that's not
yapping about Synthetic Man, bro, and I've had people ask me to make videos on Synthetic Man too. Did he crash out or something? What happened with Synthetic Man? I thought he was like kind of. I think he reacted to one of my videos one time on a stream. I thought he was cool. Did he get raped? What happened? What happened with the guy?
Refutation of the labor theory of value. If anything, he just illustrates it. What Mentis is actually doing here is arguing that Marissa deserves her $10. That's a totally different argument from this thing doesn't exist.
But that's
he opens
what
by
labor
saying
theory
it
of
doesn't
value
exist, then his analogy demonstrates it happening, and then spends the rest of the analogy explaining why the capitalist deserves to keep it. Those are two distinct positions. Like, there is nothing wrong with saying that there is such a thing as surplus value, and then arguing why taking it isn't theft and that the owner is entitled to it. They are not mutually exclusive from this point of view. Now, here comes, I think, the biggest problem with the analogy Mentis is making. Marissa is doing two different things at once. She does management labor like building stands, finding locations, dealing with supplies, yada yada. And at the same time, she owns the stands and the supplies. Marx is very careful to keep these two positions separate. Mentis smushes them together so that justifying one looks like justifying the other. Nobody, including Marx, denies that managing a business is real work.
Synth made a remark towards the Lolberts a few nights ago. No! You can't do that. Nobody's ever done that before. Nobody's allowed to make fun of libertarians. It doesn't happen. 0.5 speed?
Deserves compensation. He even has a term for it in Capital, calling it wage of superintendence, and treats it as productive labor like any other skilled work. But that's not where capitalist profit comes from in Marx's view. Profit goes to whoever owns the means of production. The work of running the business and the ownership of the business are different roles even when one person does both. To demonstrate, think about a publicly traded company. The CEO is technically an employee since he has a salary. The actual profits go to the shareholders who may have nothing to do with running the company. Hell, they might never have visited the office or read an internal email. They get paid because they own shares. So my question to Mentis is, what labor are those shareholders performing to earn their dividends? If management work is what justifies.
Look at this, by the way. My jawline is so strong, you can see it through the fucking green screen, dude. Light's reflecting off it, that's so tough. I'm low-key, guys. I'm like my mom.
Profit, passive shareholders shouldn't be getting any, but they are. That's the whole point of being a shareholder. Now, imagine Marissa hires a general manager and stops working entirely. She sits on a beach drinking margaritas while collecting checks from her 10 lemonade stands. Is she still entitled to all the profits by Mentis' logic? If labor and risk-taking justify profit, the answer should be an obvious no. She's not contributing labor anymore, and her manager is the one making risk decisions on the ground, and he is the one who has to be terrified of Marissa's wrath if he makes a mistake. Also, FYI, while social democrats like Hassan may say that profit is theft, Marx, on the other hand, never made this argument. Nowhere in Capital does he say that profit is theft. Again, Marx was careful to argue that capitalist exchange is, by its own rules, completely fair. The worker gets paid the full value of their labor power and no theft occurs in any individual transaction. Again, and this is arguing more against the reformist revisionists, by reducing it to profit is theft, you are giving the libertarians a much easier target. Arguing against your boss is stealing from you is far simpler than arguing against a point like that capitalism produces exploitation through fair exchanges grounded in historical conditions of unequal property ownership. Now,
I don't have a neck beard, I'm clean shaven, that's just the light reflecting off my chiseled jawline. Don't you guys get it? Don't you guys understand? You're starting to make me mad. You're getting on my bad side.
Like Hassan may say that profit is theft, Marx, on the other hand, never made this argument. Nowhere in Capital does he say that profit is theft. Again, Marx was careful to argue that capitalist exchange is, by its own rules, completely fair. The worker gets paid the full value of their labor power and no theft occurs in any individual transaction. Again, and this is arguing more against the reformist revisionists, by reducing it to profit is theft, you are giving the libertarians a much easier target. Arguing against your boss is stealing from you is far simpler than arguing against a point like that capitalism produces exploitation through fair exchanges grounded in historical conditions of unequal property.
Though, that, you know, the idea that like the process of making money is exploitation, and you are taking money that you do not deserve from other people, you know, in like an exploitative, fraudulent manner. That kind of implies theft, right? These words are you're taking money that you do not deserve from other people, you know, in like an exploitative, fraudulent manner. That kind of implies theft, right? These words are synonyms, guys. You know.
Ownership. Now, again, Mentis' point works well against the revisionists, but if I were him and I was targeting orthodox Marxism, I would drop the lemonade stand analogy entirely and first concede to Marx's structural description and then challenge his conclusions. Grant him the fact that ownership of capital lets owners capture a share of output without performing labor in the production process. The counter-argument could be that this arrangement still produces better outcomes than the alternatives, because capital allocation, risk absorption, and the price signals generated by profit-seeking solve coordination problems that—
By the way, whether or not the outcomes are, like, superior is fucking irrelevant to whether or not the ethical claim being made is correct, which is that, you know, stealing is wrong, and that you don't have a right to take the property of somebody else simply because you are generating revenue, right? He's engaging in kind of this consequentialist sort of fallacy, which Just, you know, you can do better. Come on, Lav, do better.
That, well, no other system has solved yet. Planned economies historically ran into serious calculation and incentive failures. This is the Hayek and...
That Chris Hist
More circles.
10196 just voted with their wallet. $4.99 for victory. Isn't profit subjective as well?
It depends what you mean.
You don't make a consistent profit by selling a good. That depends on the needs of the market.
That depends. Well, okay, so, you know, how much money you make, right? How much profit you end up making is subjective to, you know, the needs of the market, you know, who's buying, the kind of, a million things, the conditions of the environment, you know, like, if you're a fucking water bottle salesman, you're gonna sell a lot of water bottles right before a hurricane, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna stock up. Yeah, and profit's subjective on stuff like that.
John
but, like, you can't just look at
just
a number and
voted
say,
with
oh, this
their
is the
wallet.
profit.
$1.99 for victory. What are the oranges for?
What the fuck does that mean? What oranges, bro? What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, dude? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Dude, my chat is insane. These people are seeing things. What the hell are you talking about? Oh my.
Mises angle, and it's far more dangerous to Marxism than "but the boss works hard too," because it does not deny exploitation in Marxist technical sense. It argues that what Marx calls exploitation is the price of a coordination mechanism we haven't found a better alternative for.
That's not the claim. The claim is not that, like, it's okay because it makes money and is therefore good. The claim is that it's good because it's actually, like, ethically justified, it is moral, it is, you know, good. It is, like, it's solid. 2 thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? Fucking double thumbs up.
There's also consent.
It's not, libertarianism isn't a, in Austrian economics broadly, which is, you know, the critique Mentis is making, obviously, it's not that, you know, things are good because they end up in good consequences. It's that things are good because they're just ethically good. They're ethically solid. They are justified with, you know, fucking cool facts and logic, cool Ben Shapiro facts and logic, you know what I'm saying?
Force Raymond to work for $10 an hour? No, if Raymond feels there's a better use of her time, she and everyone else could just quit.
Yeah,
Again, this
dude.
ties into subjective value.
Yeah,
How much does a person value their time? How much do you value their time? You can ask 10 different people this question and get 10 different answers. Again, this is based on subjective feelings. So Marisa must offer the other girls an opportunity that meets or exceeds this subjective value. At the very least, Marisa needs to offer them payment that they consider worth more their time than building their own lemonade stand and becoming a potential competitor. So when we look at the big picture, we can now see a huge error in the theory of value. They are assuming that costs and value must be intrinsically connected. But this is not always the case. The cost of something is the loss or penalty incurred, especially in gaining something, while value can be understood as relative worth, utility, or equivalence. This error in the reasoning can be proven by a simple question. What if Marisa found a way to cut costs by 50% while still providing the exact same product? Does the utility of the product also somehow change? Of course not. It's still the same gosh darn lemonade. This is one of the many reasons why the labor theory of value is rejected by most modern economists in favor of a subjective theory of value.
The part about subjective time preference is doing a slippery thing. Mentis uses subjective value theory to explain wage formation. You know, workers value their time differently, employers must meet that value, so wages reflect what people subjectively consider worth their time. This sounds like it's offering an alternative to Marx, but it's mostly restating what wages are in marginalist language without engaging with what Marx actually argued. Marx isn't saying wages are determined by some objective measurement separate from human decisions. He's saying that across the labor market as a whole, the wage tends toward the cost of reproducing labor power because of competition between workers, you know, who need jobs to survive, and between capitalists who can't pay above what's competitively necessary for long without losing to rivals. Things like individual variation, subjective preferences, and negotiation all happen on top of that systemic floor. Mentis' account works fine for explaining why a, let's say, software engineer makes more than a barista. Yes, subjective valuation, skill scarcity, and market conditions all impact this. It doesn't explain why both of them, on average and over time, get paid roughly what it takes to live in their respective lifestyles in their respective locations.
Wrong. That is incorrect.
That Chris Hist 10196 just voted with their wallet. $1.99 for victory. He doesn't know what the oranges are for woe buddy.
There's an egg on my face, you know. I'm a bear, don't mock me, guys. Don't mock me. No, dude, this is like backwards thinking. This is like thinking that trees make the wind blow because when the wind is blowing, the trees shake. That's not how that works, right? People tend to be paid about what their lifestyle demands because they live a lifestyle according to their means, more or less, right? Like, if you're making $100,000 a year, you're gonna be able to spend $80,000 a year on fucking, you know, whatever, right? You're gonna be able to, like, just live a nicer, higher quality life. But whereas if you're making $30,000 a year, you're gonna be living more according to your means there, you know, more, like, lower end shit. Like, people in LA, you have people who making fucking, you know, like, probably like $15 an hour, I'm guessing is probably minimum wage in LA, I don't know, but somewhere around there, you have, you know, the minimum wage people making 15, and then you have, like, you know, the fucking rich fucks in IT making, you know, I don't know, like, probably $100 an hour, you know, probably well over 150,000 a year in LA. You know, like, they could both live in the same, you know, or at least the rich guy could easily live the same way the $30,000 guy lives. You know, there's nothing demanding that he lives in a nicer house or whatever. He's living in a nicer house because he's able to afford it. It's not the other way around. It's fucking goofy, dude. Come on.
With rising productivity over centuries, not translating into proportionally rising wages, but
taxedbrass could be fruit. Stop looking into that. Don't you dare look.
rather rising profits for owners. But now, let's get to the big fish of this section. What if Marissa found a way to cut costs by 50% while still providing the exact same product? This is genuinely a good question, but it doesn't hit Marx where Mentis may think it hits him. Marx distinguishes between two different things from the very first chapter of Volume 1 of Capital. The use value, which is the usefulness of a thing and what it does for you. In the case of the lemonade, it quenches your thirst and tastes nice. And then exchange value, which is what it trades for in the market. In our case,
hold on.
proportionally rising wages, but rather rising profits for owners. But now, let's chance with rising productivity over centuries, not translating into proportionally rising wages, but rather rising profits for owners. But
yeah, okay, this is something I fucking noted down too, because this is just false. I don't know where he's getting these numbers from. This is just incorrect, okay? So he's making this claim that workers are systematically paid subsistence wages, barely getting by, while productivity gains all flow only and solely, pretty much, to the owners, right? This is just wrong. This isn't a correct claim. Dude, I fucking got numbers on this shit. I did research, chat. I did research. I low-key got behind my cool fucking 7 monitors and my 3 keyboards, and I fucking typed into all of the databases and hacked all the databases, and I got all the numbers, okay? Between 1984 and 2024, the GDP of the United States rose about 77%, you know, and meanwhile, the average income for US workers increased by 73%, adjusted for inflation, and this is using, by the way, not US GDP raised 77%, US productivity rose that much. This is using productivity numbers from a left-wing institution, by the way. I did not use their wage numbers because I looked into their methodology for that, and it was like completely fucked up. They didn't factor in any wages over $100 an hour. They did not include any wages. They did include wages as low as $1 an hour in the most recent year, and I think like in previous years as low as like 13 cents an hour, which is like, okay, well that's gonna skew it because at that point you're you're basically factoring in people who only live off interest. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm just using is like average wage data from the government instead of that. So when you consider that, the increase in expensive manufacturing technologies accounts for that like 4% gap between those two, that bank, which is already, by the way, a pretty small gap. Like if you're fucking looking for a correlation, that's a pretty fucking strong correlation. To me, this comes off as obviously a pretty even split, right? And obviously pretty fucking strong, correlation. They're pretty close. These two lines, they're like that, right? They're right next to each other. Yeah, they're doing, the workers are not generally just fucking seeing nothing while while CEOs are like taking all the money. That's generally a myth. Some people are siphoning off a lot of money in certain, industries, particularly the ones, those people tend to grow pretty fat and happy. But just for like, generally speaking, just the average capitalist industries, that's not really going on. Anyway, back to the cool video, though.
Now, let's get to the big fish of this section. What if Marissa found a way to cut costs by 50% while still providing the exact same product? This is genuinely a good question, but it doesn't hit Marx where Mentis may think it hits him. Marx distinguishes between two different things from the very first chapter of Volume 1 of Capital. The use value, which is the usefulness of a thing and what it does for you. In the case of the lemonade, it quenches your thirst and tastes nice. And then exchange value, which is what it trades for in the market. In our case, $3. The labor theory of value is about exchange value, not use value. Marx never claimed that putting more labor into something makes it more useful. I know this is by far one of the most common strawmen of him, but he explicitly says the opposite. For example, a pearl diver who spends a whole week finding the pearl hasn't made it more useful than a lucky diver who finds an identical pearl in just 5 minutes. The use value of the pearl is the same regardless of labor time. What labor time governs, at least in theory, is the long-run exchange ratio between commodities in a competitive market. So when Mentis asks, does the utility change, the Marxist answer is relatively straightforward. No, of course not. That was never the claim. Use value and exchange value are different things, and the labor theory of value has only ever been about the second.
Which, again, like, he does this whole thing where, he's saying like use value and exchange value are, completely different. And that's technically like, it is pedantically correct as, like this kind of Marxist theory. But like, it's also where the labor theory of value kind of reveals it's fucking internally coherent. Because, if exchange value is itself governed by socially necessary labor time, but at the same time, prices constantly diverge from those values, and Marx himself will admit, right, that prices are anchored to value only loosely, right? Like, I think in this video, Lev cites it as being like what, like a dog on a leash, I think he says. Like that's how they're connected, like pretty loosely. Then what predictive or explanatory value is there in the LTV at that point, right? It's not doing any fucking predictive work. None. You know, what you have instead is a theory that will write off any and all price divergences from labor value as just like fucking background noise, right? Perlin noise, whatever, right? While claiming to simultaneously explain long run prices, even though, again, they cannot specify the length of the leash or when or why the dog runs free at all. So it's just fucking running blind, just guessing blind. This is why the LTV, when you buy into like every fucking caveat and, you know, fucking cop out that Marx wrote into it, still ends up like as an unfalsifiable, just fucking basically androgynous, twinkish claim in practice. It's moronic.
Second one. The question might be a slam dunk against a cartoon version of Marx that an undergrad or social democrat may hold, where labor theory of value just means that something is more valuable if more work is put into it. But against the actual Marx within the pages of Capital, it doesn't land as hard. Literally every response of mine in this video can be summarized as just, no, Marx never said that, and I just find it hilarious.
Value is complicated and relative to thousands of different variables. Socialists oversimplify this concept of value by fitting it all into work done by a laborer. And then they accuse the profit of companies generated from some variables of being theft of some surplus in the value of said labor.
Mentis once more brings up the subjective theory of value and then shows a meme where an Among Us chicken nugget sold for 100k, and that this apparently destroys the labor theory of value. First off, if I see anyone unironically using political compass memes, I will immediately think less of them as a human being. But Mentis made this in 2022, so I am willing to let it slide. And second of all, the chicken nugget being sold for that much money does not debunk the labor theory of value in any way. I already explained the use value / exchange value difference, but I'm gonna quote Big M himself on this because he does bring up this exact scenario in the third chapter of Volume 1 of Capital. Quote, things which in and for themselves are not commodities, things such as conscience, honor, etc., can be offered for sale by their holders, and thus acquire the form of commodities through their price. Hence, a thing can, formally speaking, have a price without having a value. The expression of price is in this case imaginary, like certain quantities in mathematics. On the other hand, the imaginary price form may also conceal a real value relation or one derived from it. As for instance, the price of cultivated land, which is without value because no human labor is objectified in it. To put this in norm terms, basically, for Marx, value and price are not the same thing. Value is the amount of average labor time it takes to produce something, using normal tools, normal scales, and normal conditions for that society. Two identical codes made under the same average conditions have the same value, no matter what they happen to sell for on a given day. Value is about the long-run pattern across a whole economy. Why do codes roughly cost what they do over time, or why bread is cheaper than cars? Again, this is what the labor theory of value is designed to analyze.
_A_Fed_5 just voted with their wallet. $10 for victory. How many troons did you have to hack before unlocking the galaxy skin?
That's a secret, dude. It's a secret. It's a secret. Hey, but tell you what, dude. Someone pushed Charlotte Fosgate. That's all I'll say. I've been putting in work. I'm a fucking day one, motherfucker. I'm a day one. I should buy ANCAP Seal's toddler onesie. So true, dude. So true.
At Chris Hist 10196 just
pause the
voted
video.
with their wallet.
How about you fucking pause typing that comment to fucking blow me, motherfucker? How about you pause writing that comment to fucking blow me, you cocksucker, motherfucker? God, dude, I'm like only 3 beers deep too. This is bad, guys. I'm looking a lightweight tonight. I've kind of been cutting. I've kind of got. But the bulk, I'm cutting it early. So, yeah, I'm kind of a little bit of an empty stomach, but that's okay, guys. It's okay. You know what? We're gonna hold it alright.
Stuff that can be made over and over by anyone with the right tools and skills. Essentially, commodities.
Anyway.
While price is just the actual money something sells for in a particular sale. And just like Mentis Wave says, they are completely subjective. And Marx himself would mostly agree with that, except that the price is still anchored to some degree by value. Kind of like a dog on a leash. You will never see an ordinary loaf of bread costing $100 outside of economic prices. And just because something has a price, it doesn't mean it has value. So regarding the chicken nugget shaped like Among Us, it is, by definition, not reproducible. There's exactly one of it, and its price is whatever some collector is willing to pay. And this goes for all kinds of unique objects and antiques, where they have prices but don't fall under his theory. So they are not commodities in the proper sense. Using this example to refute the labor theory of value is roughly like trying to refute the law of supply and demand by pointing to a single weird transaction someone made out of nostalgia. It's a special case the theory doesn't claim to cover, but is presented as if it disproves the theory's actual claims. Now, I am going to give you a better example that is a far more honest counter to the labor theory of value than a chicken nugget, namely a fine bottle of wine. So, the wine sells for $20 when it is first released. 10 years later, the exact same bottle, sitting untouched in a cellar, sells for $200. 100 years later, $2,000. Nobody has worked on it during that time. No additional grapes were added, nor any kind of additional labor.
In this video, what Lavender does is he kind of treats the wine problem as like almost just like a curiosity, right? Which he's going to continue to go through this. He treats it kind of like a curiosity, when really, it's kind of, I think it's evidence of something actually of Marxism, if you will, right? Consider, if you will, that value within Marx's framework is supposed to be basically defined as just congealed labor time, right? Yet within it, time itself here, through aging the wine, is creating exchange value with 0 additional labor. And again, Lav will kind of write this off as like a curiosity, like, oh, you know, it's kind of a neat thing, kind of, ooh, that's something good to point to. But, you know, again, to me, this is emblematic of something much deeper, where, like, all of the Marxist responses here, as always, for all the other fucking again, for every issue, the Marxist responses are they point to some kind of post hoc carve out to, that was made to insulate the theory from falsification, rather than just to explain the phenomenon in question, right? Which is what you'll note with, again, all Marxist failings. Every single one. Literally, guys, all of them. It's crazy. They all just add a counterexample in their ever-expanding list of exceptions that prove the rule, right? Exceptions that prove the rule, instead of considering instead that their fucking rule might just be wrong. They might have a wrong rule. They don't ever consider it. They just add it to a list of exceptions. It's crazy. And, in order for them to do this, right, holy bro, in order for them to do this, they have to do, they have to do this for all sorts of valuable things, because they don't want to admit that, value is defined by supply versus demand, right? By how much people want to pay for something, right? That they're unwilling to admit that. They don't want to, fucking cede that ground. And so they end up trapped in this fucking spiral. They end up, just more and more and more things, land, natural resources, location, right? Be a location of things. Your fucking name brand recognition over time. All of these things will generate returns with, zero or minimal labor input into that. Each of these things, all of course, then will require their own special exemption from the Marxists, their own special exemption, their own special carve-out. Yeah, at some point, they should, but of course they won't. They'll refuse to abdicate. That their theory, which is being held together entirely by exceptions, is not a coherent theory. It is instead contradictory slop. It's moronic, chat. Guys, it's moronic.
Bottle just sat on a shelf and chemical reactions happened inside it on their own. This is better than the chicken nugget example because the chicken nugget is a one-off oddity, an antique so to say, while wine aging is systematic. There's a whole industry built on it, so it then fits Marx's definition of a commodity. Now, here's the puzzle for Big Bushy Beard Man. The bottle's price has increased tenfold, then 100-fold. But what about its value in Marx's technical sense? Value, again, according to him, is determined by socially necessary labor time. The labor time embodied in that bottle didn't increase because, nobody worked on it. According to the theory, therefore, the value should be the same as the day it was bottled. So we have an enormous gap between value and price that doesn't close over time. It actually widens, and it widens in a systematic, predictable way. Older fine wine tends to be more expensive, full stop, and everyone knows this. This case is different from ordinary supply and demand wobbling that the labor theory of value could give leeway for. Again, price can still be dynamic to some degree.
Of course we're giving your mama. Of course, dude, your mama is my top fucking guy. Mantis is a fucking Aryan warlord, dude. Question it again. Oops. Right.
While leashed to the value. If the wine originally sold for $20, it would be plausible if it sold later for $50 or even $100. But $2,000 without the original value of the wine being tampered with in any way under ordinary conditions, yeah, that's a different story. So while Marxists have to scramble to explain wine, subjective value theory handles it with no sweat at all. Consumers value aged wine more than young wine. That's it. Nothing really more to say there.
I don't blame, Lavender for this, right? It's not his fucking theory. But he's trying to defend it, and it's just, you really can't do it, because so much of the theory is just carve-outs. It's just carve-outs on top of carve-outs, cop-outs, just all these. They keep carving out exceptions to their broader framework, and they're not left with a framework at the end of it. It's just, a fucking, a block of cheese with just a million fucking holes carved out. You have nothing left. It's really catastrophic. I think it is really catastrophic to their ideology, but this is why, by the way, you see so many fucking no true Scotsman fallacies within Marxism, where it's this isn't real Marxism, because they fail to follow this one specific rule, this one niche rule they have for this one niche thing. Dude, at some point, you've got to fucking admit that, you don't have a coherent ideology. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys?
So if I was meant this way, I would have used the wine example. Marxists could still potentially shoot back by saying that fine wine isn't a normal commodity, but it is still much more effective than the Amogus chicken nugget.
I mean, it is a real commodity.
How many machines does your home gym really need?
Dude, so many fucking ads. So many fucking.
Therefore, the very concept of surplus labor value can actually be seen as an example of a personal incapability fallacy. Marxists failed to comprehend the complex nature of value and how it works in subjective fashion, so they incorrectly conclude that it must somehow not be subjective, and the profits generated from it are somehow a bad thing. The concept is thus nothing more than a phantom born from their confusion and lack of understanding. It doesn't exist. By breaking things down into lemonade stands, the concept of subjective value is easier to understand and see how the value of what Mary says doing is fairly representative of the profits she is earning.
I'm sorry, but this is just a wrong term. Personal incredulity is the fallacy of saying, I can't imagine how X could be true, so X must be false. Marx's argument for surplus value isn't anything like this. It's not, I can't imagine how profit works without exploitation. Rather, it's an attempt at positive construction. Marx starts with a
So what he does is he makes a defense here against a personal incredulity charge, which I think is fair enough in isolation, actually, because, to be fair, Marx does technically offer more than, just bafflement in his arguments. He does engage in constructive argumentation to some degree. I think the issue is that what Lavender doesn't really do in the video is he doesn't address whether or not that constructive argument actually ever succeeds, which, obviously, like, it's Marx, it doesn't. But, like the recurring pattern in the video tends to be, Mentis will attack X. Lavender will say, Marx, what's the accent, dude? I don't even know how to do that. Marx never said, I can't do a Bosnian. Lavender will say, Marx, what's the accent, dude? I don't even know how to do that. Marx never said, I can't do a Bosnian
At
accent,
Chris
I don't know what to
Hist
do.
10196 just voted with their wallet. $1.99 for victory. So Marxism is atheist Judaism.
Marxism?
Algo.
Marxism is atheist Hinduism, even worse. No, but I can't do the accent. But Lavender will say, Marx never said X. He actually technically made a carve-out that said Y. Right? And then he'll move on without establishing if Y is, like, coherent or if it's true or anything like that. So what he ends up doing is he ends up defending the form of argument, but not really addressing, like, the actual contents of the argument itself. And I feel like that's kind of lazy. And I get that the video isn't supposed to be critiquing Marx, which maybe has been done to death. Or I mean, I would say that if Marxism was dead, but unfortunately it's not. Regardless, anyway, I think it's a pretty big elephant to leave unaddressed. So that's my issue. That's my problem with the fucking thing.
Like, how does money grow into more money through fair exchange? Then propose a mechanism, like the unique property of labor power as a commodity, and works out the implications across thousands of pages. You can think the argument fails, but it's not personal incredulity because Marx is making a constructive theoretical claim here. Ironically, I would say Mentis Wave throughout this video is much closer to making the personal incredulity fallacy than Marx is, like he says here.
Marxists fail to comprehend the complex nature of value and how it works in subjective fashion, so they incorrectly conclude that it must somehow not be subjective.
Which, in translation, basically means I can't see or comprehend how anyone could think value isn't subjective, so they must be confused. And not just here, throughout the entire video, he keeps treating disagreement as confusion or stupidity. Oh, socialists are being tricked. Oh, they failed to comprehend. Look, I get it. It's an obvious rhetorical move in order to get people...
Speaking of throughout the video, throughout his own video, what I've noticed with Lavender is he'll repeatedly say that, this critique works against the reformists and social democrats, but not against orthodox Marx, right? And he even came in here with a super chat, which, hey, preach, big dog, preach. But he came in with the super chat to say the same thing, right? Where I think that qualifies as a no true Scotsman fallacy. I really do. And I think that ends up being the base of his critique in the entire video. That is what it is. I think it's actually the foundation of most Marxist defenses. Stop me if you've heard no real communism before, right? That was not real communism. When any criticism lands for these people, the response is, but the real Marx said something more subtle. And, of course, like, the more subtle version ends up just being, its own thing with its own contradictions, which then requires further carve-outs and subtleties ad infinitum. It's just this loop of, incoherence. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's absurd. Honestly, I think Marx kind of wrote his theory the way that SCP writers make their characters, right? Wherein anytime someone finds any weakness that could kill their overpowered fucking Mary Sue, they'll write in just some bullshit cop-out on how, actually, that doesn't work. Actually, that does not work. Because blah, 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 blah. And they'll just, like, keep doing that over and over and over again. To the point where it's like, you don't have anything. You don't have a story, you don't have nothing. It's irritating. But yeah, and by the way, do not make the mistake of thinking that even within his own texts, he's coherent, right? Lavender seems to, like, promote this sort of concept that, like, all the bullshit about socialism is from those other socialists not named Karl Marx. Those other ones, like Lenin and shit, and that actually Marx himself is consistent and his writings make total sense and he is coherent. He is coherent, I promise. He is. Marx isn't. He's not. The transformation problem, it's probably worth naming, I think. Explicitly, right? Which is, if you guys don't know, Marx, in his unfinished chapter, volume 3 of Capital, he claimed that the prices of production would deviate from the labor values, and he had, like, math to prove it, right? In volume 3 of Capital, like, trying to reconcile that whole thing. And, like, it's basically universally agreed to be internally inconsistent, that math, like, just, it's bad math, even by socialists, even they agree. So, like, this idea, I feel like he's just trying to kind of retcon Marx as, like, this consistent, coherent, like, philosophy deity, and I'm like, not really? No, not really.
riled up, but I personally just really don't like it. Even when I
Rage Band
really do not
India
agree with
now.
and dislike someone like
No,
Marx, I still
it's
try
getting
to
Rage
genuinely engage with his points and don't just see him as a bumbling idiot just because he begs angles for rent money, which is still funny all things considered. Actually, I'm gonna go on a little side rant here because this is an issue I have absolutely been seeing in the field of philosophy and politics. Because people don't want to or are unable to engage with the actual writings and theories of prominent thinkers, they pick out one or more personal lifestyle habits of theirs that they disagree with or something else that happened to them and then attack them and dismiss their thoughts based off of that, because it's much simpler than engaging with their actual points. This is such a plebeian, low IQ tactic, and it's a good filter in regards to deciding whether this person is worth genuinely conversing with or not. And boy, Marx is probably one of the worst victims of this. Again, as much as it is funny and enjoyable to see how he constantly begs angles for money in his letters, my own conscience doesn't allow me to use that as a weapon when analyzing and judging his actual ideas, and I think anyone with an IQ over 90 should feel the same. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
What did you miss?
Anyway,
basically we were critiquing Lavender. We got a little silly. I have to chill it out because people think if I act like a little bit absurd at all, they think I'm hammered. It's crazy. These guys don't know what drunk is. Guys, low-key pissed me. You guys got to get out, man. You guys got to start drinking. We should drink together. We should have a big fucking giant Zoom call.
At Bad Guy 51 just voted with their wallet. $2 for victory. Why are my 3 wholesome polypup couples fighting?
Dude, look, lesbian couples, sometimes we gotta fucking hug it out. Sometimes we gotta duke it out, guys, okay? And it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a good point. A lot of Marxists who don't read, it's like this power leveling thing where Marxists say, actually, my philosophy doesn't do that. It's actually immune to mogging and can shoot lasers. Yeah, literally. No, they'll just like keep making cop-outs and carve-outs. The fucking idea. It's like, you don't have a coherent, consistent fucking philosophy. You just have like a bunch of rules. And anytime someone's like, well, these rules don't make sense, you're like, actually, there's this one rule that says they do make sense. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? You're not a philosopher. Alright, we're almost at the end.
In general, I would say this has been a fun little exercise for me. Mentis is not wrong for thinking the latest
Dude, we had fun, Lavender. You know what?
Theory of value. On this point, I am totally with him. Again, I just think the critiques and points could have been better, and that's what my video has been about. So it's not my conventional response video. I guess you could say it's not a commodity. This actually gives me an idea. So I haven't managed to completely finish Volume 1 of Capital. I am around 3/4 of the way through, and I'm planning on picking up Volume 2 and 3 eventually as well. I'm gonna make it my task to finish all 3 by the end of the year, so wish me luck on that. But when I do, I would be...
_Fed_5 just voted with their wallet. $5 for victory. How much surplus labor value does a chair made out of chibi reviews brother have?
That's a good question. I don't know, dude. We should ring up Chibi. Loki, dude, I'm sure he's changed his phone number. I have burner numbers. I really should give him I should give him a call. Dude, I'm really I don't know if I should leak it. No, I'm not gonna leak it. Let's just say I want to do a video on Chibi sooner or later, and I'm gonna have fucking fun with it, dude. Loki, I might fucking A-log this guy a little bit. I do not like Chibi. I do not like this wretched pedophile. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not a big fan of him. Anyway, no, look, we appreciate it, Lavender. I think that's about the end of the video. Look, I think largely Lav's video, to me, it feels sort of like kind of a big non sequitur, like one big non. And I don't want to critique him too harshly because I like Lav, but I think the issue is he really fails to address that even if we were to be as generous as possible and kind of like assume, despite all the evidence to the contrary, even if we were to assume that the labor theory value was correct, it would still be ethically irrelevant, right? Because even granting Marx, just for argument's sake, that labor somehow did create value, it would not then follow from that laborers are entitled to that value absent some sort of theory of property rights. So the whole entitlement premise of Marxism is sort of just like assumed, right? There are like labor theories of ownership that at least like try to ground these things, but Marxism just like never does that. So, to me that just kind of leaves the video feeling empty. But hey, we love Lav. He's our top guy. He's our top guy. So, hey, 2 thumbs up. What should we do next, guys? Give me some fucking suggestions. What should we... I don't know if we should end the stream now. I don't know. What should we do? Loki, what should we fucking scroll YouTube for, What should we do? What should we do? Guys, what should we do? Orders out live. Hey, maybe call up Domino's. Call up Domino's. I don't know. What should we do, guys? What should we do, chat? Hmm. What should we do? I don't know. We could look at funny YouTube videos. We could look at like the funny videos on YouTube.com. I don't know. So many good options. Sigh. We should settle this by having a communist versus libertarians Minecraft challenge. Perhaps. Which one of us has the ceiling bird? Get this fucking guy back into India now! Which one of you has the ceiling? Get the guy the fuck out of my country! Get him into Somalia right this second. Get him the hell out of here. You gotta poop? That's tough, dude. I don't know. What should we do, chat? Should we take a break? I don't know. Israel's hacking my internet. Dug out the buffering? Yeah, low-key. I don't know, chat. I don't know. We could watch some Jemmy videos. Ooh.
At Chris Hist 10196 just voted with their wallet. $4.99 for victory. I feel like this vid was a teaser for a wider series on orthodox Marxism as an ideology in the same way it is Iran vid led to the Khomeini vid.
Yeah, I think largely that's correct. I think he said like you said, he wanted to cover more of the shit in more videos. It's like, all right, that's fair. We sympathize with it. You fucking want to get your cool what do you call it, dude? I guess just like a cool series going, and that's fine. We're not watching fucking Ona Zelig. That's fucking NCA. Holy shit, SNCA, dude. Dude, what about that Zelig shooter, dude? Did fucking Cops and Talks get mentioned in that fucking manifesto? I know he's been mentioned in one. Did he get mentioned in another? I'm wondering how long it'll be till I'm mentioned in one, guys. I'm not asking for anything, by the way. I don't want you to shoot up anything. I made a video on this, guys. Don't be an accelerationist. Don't shoot up anything, okay? But it's gonna happen eventually. I'm kind of concerned. Win raid on a communist. We could do a win raid. Buy ANCAP seals 10. Dude, stop shilling this fucking guy's merch. I don't want to buy. How much of a fucking psychopath would I have to be to buy merchandise with my own fucking brand on it, dude?
At Chris Hist 10196 just voted with their wallet. $1.99 for victory. Let me on the call. Let's debate ANCAP stuff.
That's a thinker. I don't know, big dog. I don't know.
At not_a_fed_5 just voted with their wallet. $2 for victory. Call Chibi.
I don't think I can't imagine his fucking current numbers out there. Like he's been doxed a million times, but I can't imagine the fucking surely he changed his phone number. You know what I'm saying? I'd be shocked if he didn't. I'd be shocked. taxedbrass is currently streaming from a Wendy's parking lot. Yeah, that's correct. Correct. I have my fucking cool setup. I have it set up in a van. I'm currently in Iran, fucking doing special operations. Be quiet. I'm streaming this from Tehran. Fucking, it's 2 p.m. here, guys. Lock the fuck in. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know, Chad. What should we do? I don't want to end it already. I feel like an hour stream is kind of lame, right? I feel like an hour stream is lame and gay. You don't want to do that. We want to lock the fuck in. We want to have a cool stream. We want to have a cool fucking billion fucking stream now. Billion fucking hour stream. Play Rogue Trader. We can play some video games. We can play some video. We could play some video games. I don't know. That's an option. That's an option. You could do that. I don't know though. I don't know. We might just call it quits. Someone give me a good fucking. Someone, Loki, you start linking. I'm gonna take a piss real quick. Start linking. Start linking. What do you call them, bro? Start linking videos in the live chat. We're gonna react to a few of them. It'll be tough. How about that? That sounds like a good idea. We'll react to some Jemmy videos. Do that. Yeah, do this. Do this. You're fucking. How do I add a? Let me add a fucking chat in it. Let me add that. I feel like there's like a 10-minute delay between fucking what I say and what you guys hear. Yeah, link jump YouTube video. Okay, then in. Yes. Okay, there we go. I'll be back in a moment, guys. I'll be back in a moment. Hey, hey. Okay, are we back? We're so fucking back. Yeah, where are the links at, chat? Where are the links at? How about reacting to Ethan Ralph? Well, Ethan Ralph pilling out? What the fuck does that? Between between what I fucking put out and you guys reacting. Holy, I gotta get that. I gotta get that. Loki, I gotta get better internet, guys. I'm starting to think my internet might not be really good. Call me crazy. Call me fucking fucked in the head. I'm thinking. I have a theory, guys. Yeah. Thinking. We lost like 20 fucking members. Holy, bro. Yeah. Shit. Okay, well, fucking lost like 20 fucking members. Holy, bro. Yeah. Shit. Okay, well, fucking Chris is our cool fucking Janny. Put some shit in the chat. So we'll click on that, dude. We'll click on that. Good. What is this? Ultimate Ethan Ralph pill stream. 3.5 fucking hours, dude. Look, I'm not fucking. I like Kina Casita, but I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, big dog. You got a supercut or something? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't have to pay to see.
3.5, dude. I'm not. Basically 4. I'm not fucking doing that, dog. Low key, 4 hours for SNCA, bro. We're not doing that.
Yeah,
We're not doing 4 hours of SNCA. we're not doing that. Search up Paradise Unplugged Hawaii. This is fucking good. This is DNB gore, bro. You got DNBs on the tube now. What's going on? What do you say? Paradise March? Paradise Unplugged Hawaii. Let's check it out. All right. Ooh, it's a live stream. Oh, what the fuck is this? This is an A and B, dude. This is a grown-up A and B. What the hell is going on?
That's my motherfucker right there. I like Renee McGree. That's my G.
Holy, dude. What the hell is going on here? What the hell? Yo, dude, what is this guy's Hezbollah flag? Communist Party flag? Or I guess it's Soviet flag. Not really, but kind of. Israeli flag? What the fuck is this guy? Is it Marx back there? Hamas guy? What the hell is this guy?
I like this. I didn't know anything about his sense of humor. Let me Google this damn. Who the fuck is it?
Man, shit.
Is this?
Man, Google that shit. Google that shit, brother. Man, shit. Man, shit. What's a brother gotta do?
Change your damn. You
Ooh, money
That
for
boy
me?
Miracles just voted with their wallet.
Time for 7 hours of
$2.70
CSGO.
for victory. It's time for
Cool.
7 hours of CSGO.
Hey, I don't know, big dog. A little more fucking, a little more than $2.70. Appreciate it though.
At
Appreciate it.
TTSF 321 just voted with their
appreciate
wallet.
you. Look at that.
$1.99
That's
for
so fucking
victory.
cute.
Love from
Appreciate you, big
Israel.
dog. Appreciate you. Here's a good libertarian tale. What the hell is it?
At Chris Hist 10196 just voted with their wallet. $4.99 for victory. Here is a good libertarian tale.
John Fenley, the man who brought 1 million CDs to the worst city in America. What the hell is this?
Now, what would you say to a new business?
This guy is fat too. Kissing me off. I don't like fat people. Fat people make me mad. Fat people make me angry. We could watch that maybe. I'm kind of low-key interested in this fucking black dude. We could watch that later. I'm low-key interested in this black guy. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. This is an interesting character. Is this not a character? Is this not a character? Holy. What the hell is going on with this guy? Should we raid? Should we raid this? I'm thinking we do. I'm thinking we copy this and paste this cool fucking link in the chat. I'm thinking that's what we do, chat. I'm thinking that's what we do. Give this guy, be nice to this guy. Be nice to this guy. Be nice to this fucking cool dude. I think it's pretty neat. I think he's a
Change your
politically
screen
inclined
then.
fella.
Okay, it's a Soviet scene.
Mishi, what's
Okay.
going on? What's going on down there? Yeah,
Damn it.
brother man.
What kind of podcast should I come into?
What's up, brother? Gotta do. I can't. I'm
No.
not signed in. I can't chat. You guys gotta. You
Yeah,
guys gotta
I-
speak for me. Be my
Yeah, how
voice.
Victor used to record his music on vinyl made
Lend me your voice.
recycling x-ray sheets. No.
Mishi, what's up, brother? Gotta do.
No, the
It's
greatest is
always
glucosa.
gentlemen,
Glucosa
Hey,
Nostra.
brother. Man.
You motherfuckers will never change my mind.
400
with that.
years. Our
And the
brothers
greatest
was
male Russian singer
400
is
years.
Ruki
We
V.
suffered under the subjugation.
But don't none of
Hey,
them touch that
the-
motherfucking glucosa. Glucosa is the coldest.
I'm not locked in enough to do my black preacher voice.
That's
God
my
damn it,
girl
dude.
right there.
Shit. Shit. Yes,
Nice
dude, we love this guy.
move.
Be
What's
nice
up,
to
my
him. We
nigga?
love this
I
guy.
ain't
We
like
love him.
Marxist Zionist. Yeah. It's getting late in here for me, you motherfuckers. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lan. Thank you, Lan.
Shit, brother, man.
60Z, I appreciate you. Indian number
Absolutely.
111. My name is Leopold. I don't know. I have no idea what that means. Gag. I'm not a chat
Man,
movement.
what does gig mean?
What up, Mike? What's up with you, guard? I
Yo,
see you.
ask him
Love from
to
Central
fucking
African Republic. What's
ask
good
him to
with
shout
you,
out our
big
friend
homie? I
Cobson.
see y'all.
Ask him if
I see
Cobson's
y'all.
cool.
The brass gang.
Yeah.
Schizophrenic shrimp. Geek. Glory to Russia.
Dude, ask him about
What
Cobson.
troll?
Tell him
Hold
about
up,
Cobson.
troll.
Ask him to
Hold
shout out our
up,
good friend
troll.
Cobson, dude.
What you know about glucosa? What you know about glucosa Nostra, big homie?
At Chris Hist 10196
No, I
just
don't
voted
listen
with
to
their
Tiki.
wallet. $4.99 for victory.
I listen to
Do
a lot of
actually
Parliament
watch the vid.
Funkadelic.
The
I listen to
government
my
ops
share of
tax
reggae,
this
but I
poor
love
artist
that
who wants to
90s,
store CDs.
like
Hey,
the
we gotta
90s,
stand up for our
2000,
artistic gods, bro. Our
that
artistic
Russian
gods.
fucking
At
pop.
Chris 1930 just
glucosa,
voted with their
that
wallet.
Fabrica,
$2 for
that
victory.
motherfucking,
King Critical is attacking
damn,
S
I'm
Sensei.
drawing that
What?
propaganda. Oh,
Oh, I saw that
Shit
one.
right
I saw that video.
that is my
Attacking our
shit right
God
there.
King.
At Knee Names
Let's
just
see here.
voted with their wallet.
Y'all don't even
$6.75
nobody give it-
for victory.
You gotta love our
Just
fan base,
farted
huh?
in my diaper
Nice.
and the way
Oh,
the baby
shit,
powder
here go
puffed out the back
paperclip
reminded me of the
gang.
white
Hold
phosphorus
up,
attacks in
motherfuckers.
Fallujah, Iraq,
We got Sigma
2004.
Man. What's good
Semper
with the
Fi.
Yeah, brother.
paperclip gang?
The white tear just
Is
ran
in
down my
this
leg for you.
biatch. What's
Semper
good
Fi.
with you?
Emperor Fidelis.
You about the
Fucking
third
Marines,
one to
bro.
come up in here. We see you, paperclip. Aloha. Big
This guy's
homie.
so hyped, dude. This guy's getting so. We're making this guy's fucking
Love
week.
this thing.
Holy.
I appreciate you. 1512. 1512. We're going to hit your ass with a quiz
Hey, this
now.
guy, we're making this guy's
Just
day,
throwing
dude.
up-
He's so
just throwing
happy.
up all
Holy.
that
We're doing
info.
good. Guys, we're doing good
Okay,
deeds, chat. We're
15,
making this
12,
guy's
here we
fucking
go.
day. Holy.
Here we go.
This guy
15,
is
12.
so hyped.
Here we go. I only got
Hell
about 15
yeah,
more
dude.
minutes.
Loki's gonna give him like a fucking super chat too.
Shit, I'm starving.
Get him hyped up.
15, 12. You're there. You're here, right? 15, 12.
We here, brother.
Who's the head of Mossad right
we
now?
here, brother. Don't worry about it.
And I want that answer right now. 15, 12.
Oh fuck.
15, 12. Who's the head of Mossad?
Oh fuck.
Where's it at?
Dude.
Come on, 15, 12.
Dude, he's ready. It's fucking.
Who's the head? Who's running Mossad right
Tell
now?
him. Dude,
15,
what are you waiting
12,
for?
He don't know.
Dude.
Oh shit, he don't know.
My heart was beating there. I was in a little worry.
You bring your ass in here.
What's up, brother? Gotta do. He's so happy.
You come in
Dude,
here.
he's so excited, dude.
Your
I love this guy.
Oh,
yeah, we gotta
goodness.
fucking. Yo, Loki,
Check
everyone
moving
subscribe
too
to this
fast.
dude.
Do
Everyone's
you
up to this guy.
I have no idea who the fuck y'all talking about.
Me, I don't know what the hell going on.
JSID. Now everybody throwing up out here. I do this. Okay, 65-19.
Hell yeah, dude.
Go.
What a dude. We're such good
Here's
people.
an easy
We're
one
such
for
good
you.
people.
This is for 65-19.
Startful.
Who was the first Israeli prime minister? Here we go. I appreciate them likes, big homie. I need it in 3 seconds.
Hey, Asian Pie wants to
you're
come on,
running late,
guys.
big
What should we
homie.
do? I should let him on.
You run. Oh,
I think we should
come
bring
on,
Asian
come on
Pie
now. Where's
personally.
he at? He don't know.
Man.
And even in 9447, even put it on the damn screen for you. Benjura.
Man, dude, he's so excited.
Well, motherfucker, use a day late and $1 fucking
I
short.
love this guy.
I appreciate
Subscribe to this guy.
Homie.
I want to fucking. I
What
want
is that?
shoot in
We
for all
got
this
the
guy's
Indian
fucking live
flag.
streams,
No,
man. This
Indian
guy's so
number
cool.
one. I got it. You know what? I'm
I
gonna do a
love this guy,
podcast
dude.
on Gandhi. I'm glad y'all mentioned that.
Your Ebonics is better than mine? Excuse me?
I'm gonna do one on Gandhi.
Brother, I was
My
born
friend
in
is
the
a
Congo.
Mossad agent.
Shit, man.
Okay, y'all want me to do one on
I was
Gandhi? I'm
raised
getting
in
hearts.
Babu.
Okay, motherfuckers, we gonna do one on
Me,
Gandhi.
I was raised in
You
this
salute
shit.
Lil Deuce. Who in the fuck is that? Got a life sentence when I shot her. I have no idea. Who? What's good with you? Sigma man, that's the paperclip gang.
They're saying we should bring Asian Pie
it's
on.
like a bunch of 'em in the
88%. We gotta end the poll on that. Come on.
Everyone
We're bringing him
has
on. We're
to watch
bringing
the-
him on.
What, that
Asian
is
Pie.
what?
Call
Real
him
earthquake
Mr.
footage?
Asian Pie.
Time travel. Shit, Mark Tyler.
Mr. Asian Pie.
Okay,
Great guy. Great
okay,
guy.
shit, like I said, it's
Great
moving
guy.
too fast now. Do you like
Real
liberty?
patriot.
Ain't nobody said nothing about glucosa.
Man,
That
ain't
breaks
no one
my
said nothing about that
motherfucking heart.
shit, brother.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Man, what we are.
Always, I'm Jewish, by the way. Okay, here we go. Shrimp. How many
All right, let's get
Israelis
fucking. Let's get Mr. Asian Pie
live
up
in
on
the
here.
West Bank, Shrimp. This is for Shrimp.
Yeah, I'm a
Where
fucking
you at,
shrimp. I call him
Shrimp?
Mr. Asian Pie.
How many Israelis live in the West Bank, Shrimp?
Oh, yo, what up?
Holy
How
bro,
loud
Mr.
am I?
Asian Pie's up in here.
You don't
How we
know.
doing, big dog?
Like I said, too many.
I'm doing great. How about
Shrimp
you,
don't
man?
know.
I saw that you were looking
Operation
for
Shrimp don't
Chuddies to
know.
join you.
And I've been saying
I was
this shit
working
all damn
on
day.
a
Whatever
video that
the
I
hell that
put out on Sunday.
We're always happy to have
Well,
you. You fucking little,
Do you
you
like
fucking little
the letter
goober.
P,
We
or do
love
you
to have
have a
this guy.
better letter in mind?
We love this
Yeah.
guy.
I have no idea what you're
Dude,
talking about.
I don't know if you're watching the stream. We're
Shout
tuned
out
into the
to
fucking
Alpha
coolest
K.
dude.
He in the bottom left.
Coolest fucking unk.
I see. Only preppers
Yeah, only preppers will
will
survive.
survive.
Yeah. US-Iran war discussion. This guy is fucking locked in too. This guy is a god, dude.
Stop throwing up that Israeli flag.
Yeah, no, we got the whole fucking collection. We got the
Does he like-
communist
I think he
flag
hates
with the
Israel.
Israeli flag.
I think he actually gets retweeted by Israel.
R.I.P. Charlie.
Even though he has like the flag behind it.
Collateral. Book.
Is he like a fucking pastor or something like that?
He's all
He's gonna like
yours.
preach to the heavens.
For 300 years our brothers was oppressed.
He's all yours.
We lived under the subjugation
For 300
and
years.
oppression of the white
Watch
man.
what happens to this
And it wasn't
58.
The Glup shadows have oppressed our race.
And it
Might be
was
tied up.
still
I might have to do the damn thing.
emancipation.
I'll go ahead and do
Till
the damn
we
thing.
tasted a taste of freedom, and even then
the
we did
fucking
not
puppet
know
on
the
his
freedom
blanket?
of a true free man.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Goodbye.
This
That's
guy's
like-
fucking hyped. He's locked in, dude. This guy is so
What
cool.
the hell is TN?
He mentioned you?
It
Yes,
looks
dude.
like the fucking puppet.
Dude, we peaked at like almost 500 viewers.
Ah,
And Loki, we fell off though
Ah.
because I think I might have gotten a little too.
The video ended.
Let me go
Yeah,
ahead
a
and
little
time
bit.
this
Yeah,
one.
people came. They were curious. They want to check out what's going
Anytime
on.
his
And
ass
low
off.
key, we've
I
kind
have
of just
no
been gooning
idea why
around
they
since then,
love
so it's kind of
spamming
been
the fucking
aimless. But
chat.
hey, we're having fun. We're having a blast.
Love from
Damn it, I
India,
think
but I'm
Discord
gonna throw up a
crashed.
damn Israeli
I'll be
flag.
back.
She
Man,
motherfucking
that
suck.
damn Israeli flag.
Let me get my ass out
Yeah.
of here. I gotta
He
go.
just asked what
This
TND
motherfucking
was,
chat
dude.
got out of
Don't
control.
tell, dude.
Once
This
again, I want
guy.
to
Be
thank
fucking
Book,
nice to. Be nice to Unk.
the greatest motherfucking
It got
moderator
me.
in the
So I did
fucking
not know
business.
anything you just
I
said.
appreciate
Ah, shit. Well, I think we're done watching him. People want us to watch this fucking big fat guy. Apparently, he's like an autistic dude who likes CDs or something. I don't know. There's like a cool autistic guy who loves fucking digital discs. I guess.
Now,
I don't
what
know.
would you say to a new business owner?
Digital
A new
disc.
business owner, stick with it.
Wow.
Oh,
Stick with
damn
it.
it.
Shit. What's going on?
Stick with it. There's going to be ups and downs, and the ups.
This
are-
might be
I can only
SNCA,
see your
though.
screen
Not so
through
great, but
the
you can survive those
fucking.
downs.
I can only see your stream through whatever you're looking at through the fucking stream.
Fucking.
There's like a minute behind.
I'm fucking sharing this. Alright. You see it?
What the fuck is that thing?
Yeah, it's like some big fat dude. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell is going on.
You know,
Oh,
over the long
God,
run,
did
you don't success doesn't happen overnight. But yeah, I'm gonna pine bluff. I'm done pine bluff.
Yeah, dude. But it's a big fat guy. I don't know what he cares about. But someone wanted me to watch this. I don't know if this is SNCA, though.
The senior debt holders of the company will determine the process by which you may retrieve any physical media that you may have stored at Murphy and will be in contact regarding it. Thank you for your support over the years. The Murphy team. This was the message thousands of disappointed Murphy users received when the company went under. Murphy was a startup based out of Madison, Wisconsin, whose business was to store and digitize physical media collections and then offer them for streaming on the cloud. Now, I know what you're thinking.
I follow this guy on Twitter. He's pretty
Wondering how
funny.
I got here? Well, when you get a taste for something different.
Why the fuck would somebody who already owns a piece of physical media pay another person to keep that physical media and play it for them? That just sounds like having a DJ with a bunch of unnecessary and overly expensive steps. Well, try and picture it like this for a minute. You're a collector of an ancient form of media called physical music. You single-handedly keep your local record store afloat by buying whole rolls of classic records, CDs, and cassette tapes in bulk. Walmart still sells CDs in 2023 specifically to cater to your antique taste. And let's be real, bro, that's exactly what you're collecting. Antiques. Shit, you might not even own a record player. Now, is that gonna stop you from impulse buying every Pink Floyd vinyl you come across? No. Is that gonna stop you from buying physical albums of bands from your local scene that you and like 13 other people have seen live? No. You're collecting all this
I'll
shit
be
that-
honest, chat. This might be SNCA. I'll be honest. I don't know. The Janny wanted us to watch it. Should we call the stream quits? Loki.
Probably. I was just seeing what the fuck you were doing while you were asking for folks to come on, but
Yeah.
we're on the dying days chat. Waning. I gotta work on my video anyway.
I mean, to be honest, this is like kind of a stream to get myself reacclimated to streaming and whatnot. We're trying to lock back in, guys. We're trying to lock back. I want to get back into streaming and doing cool shit. Would be cool to see me.
At Ben Bozeman 7,000.
I'm trying to lock back into fucking making YouTube videos again. Holy fuck.
$50 for victory. Would
I
be
haven't
cool to
uploaded
see
in a half
you
a
play
year.
horror game.
I appreciate it, big dog. Appreciate the $50. So what you guys are so generous. Little cute heart. Look at that cute heart. Wow. Hey, maybe we'll do that next time, dude. Well, dude, what do we want to play? What do we want to play? 66% saying no. I'm saying no. Get off my screen, loser. We hate you. Hell yeah, but dude, that's the fucking sincerity I like, dude. That's just the type of sincerity we need to see more of on the internet. Fuck yeah. Five Nights at Dude!
Shut it down, go
Dude,
home.
we could play Five Nights at Gobsons. Do they
That'd actually be fucking, that'd be fire.
do they have a streamer version for that though?
What,
Yeah, because
it's free.
Yeah, but like, don't they? Like, I remember there being. I don't remember if it was because they had gore or they had like what, but I remember there was like some shit where it's like you couldn't stream it.
I think you might be talking about No, I'm Not Human. I think that game has some gore in it.
I
If I
don't know,
remember
dude.
correctly.
Five Nights at Cops.
Gore in it.
I
If I
don't know,
remember
dude.
correctly.
Five Nights at Gobsons, bro. Hobson doesn't play around.
Oh
Dude,
wait, no, that's right. Because
Dr.
if you
Swiffer
get
don't play
fucking
around.
killed, depending on who. No, it's depending on who. If you get killed by who you get killed by, it'll show like gore of my heckin' favorite character.
No.
At Chris Hist 10196 just voted with their wallet.
I know who you are.
$1.99 for victory. Let me on, dog. I'll make Kino trust, bro.
Hey, maybe next time, Big Dog. Maybe next time. I'm probably thinking we're gonna. No is at 63%, so we have a slight majority. What I'm curious is, what are the people who are voting yes, but they're still like in the stream?
Yeah, I voted yes.
I'm not. I'm not holding you guys hostage, Big Dog. You guys can leave. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I will shut it down. I feel like I need to. Rick and Morty? Yes, bro. We all want to watch Rick and Morty, dude. I'm gonna go to Tel Aviv and live stream Rick and Morty from on top of the fucking third temple or whatever. So tough.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what we love to do. We genuinely love to do that shit.
Link's broken? Someone's saying Link is broken. What Link?
What the hell is this guy talking about?
I don't know.
I need to see. Does this guy have any like ideas for what horror game to play? No, he didn't. I consider he should play a horror game. Dude, I'd be down to do that next time for a stream. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be tough.
Yeah.
I'm defend your stream now. Dude, we can play all the fucking Soy Sphere video games. The cool fucking Soy Sphere video games. We're not really doing anything, dude. Gosh.
No, we're just sitting here. We're talking with
literally
chat.
just sitting
How
here
do fucking
gooning
Twitch
around.
streamers do this shit?
Right, dude?
How did Twitch streamers do this shit for 14 hours?
Streaming is harder than your 9 to 5.
It is. You have to pretend to be entertaining.
Yeah.
You need IO slop. People still play that.
Yeah, dude, like fucking Slitherio or some shit. Agario. Let's fucking hop on Agario, actually. You know what? You know what, dude?
Well, okay. Alright,
Hold on,
alright.
underscore fed
Watch the
underscore
vid,
5
asking.
just voted
What
with
is your
their
vid, bro?
wallet. $2 for victory. Watch the vid I've been asking.
What vid have you been asking for?
Gario.
Not a fed.
My fucking computer fucking shit itself.
Web disconnect.
Oh, it's struggling.
What the fuck is this guy talking about? Not a fed. What are you
Web
on
disconnect.
about, big dog? What video?
Got web disconnected.
Marge, I can hear you. I don't think I got web disconnected. Marge, what the hell is this guy talking about? I literally don't see any videos from you.
From me?
No, from the super chatter. I think we're playing Agario, guys.
Oh boy.
Dude, we're about to have a fucking blast. Agario. What do you fucking mean?
Trust me, I'll revive the stream
Can I
from
not
the
play
dead.
Agario with a VPN on or something?
With the... I don't fucking know. I can connect fine.
Me and what's the brother got?
Granted, I'm not the one streaming. Loser.
Yo, my girls quit talking to me after adding someone from a shitty band. What do I do, wise ones? What the fuck are you talking about? Your girl abandoned you because you like on Snap? You added them on Snap or what? What are you talking about? What are you
Bitches,
talking
dude.
about?
The bitches hate shitty music.
Dude, I still have no fucking idea what video Not a Fed has been talking about. This guy is a schizophrenic. He's not mentioned a single video. Driving me crazy.
You should donate more money to. You should donate more money to specify what you're talking about.
Agario isn't fucking helping me. We're gonna try fucking Slitherio. That was my shit, bro. I was like so good with the fucking sake. Play the Gem Defender. I'm not fucking playing Gem Defender. I might do a dedicated stream for like Soy Sphere fucking media. That might be fun. That might be fun. Horrid ass internet gambling.
What fucking server are you on?
Holy dude, I'm lagging on fucking This is abysmal, chat. Yeah, I promise it's not normally like this. Dude, look at that. No, fuck! Oh my god. This is humiliating. This is humiliating. I'm not gonna browse poll because it's gonna be like, if I start browsing poll, I just know some fucking faggot's gonna start posting gore or some
It's
shit.
gonna be DNB.
Yeah.
And then the DNB.
Well, they usually censor it too, but like, They can fucking get around it, and I know someone's gonna get around it just so I can get fucking niched off YouTube, bro. Dude, I can play fucking
Where are
FPS with
you on
like
the
no
map?
lag. What the hell is going on? Maybe it's because I'm streaming. I got a
Yeah,
System 32
probably.
to fix it, dude. That might be that
My
might be
computer
like
was lagging when it was running your stream.
yeah, that might be it.
What corner of the map were you on? I'm on like the fucking.
I'm like I'm towards the right side.
Oh.
Yes, bro.
I'm
Hold
on the
on.
far left. I gotta come over, bro.
Ah, motherfucker, dude, I'm so chopped.
Oh, loser.
I'm so chopped. Okay, fuck this game, bro. I could watch Big
Bro, I
Bungie.
just come
Yo,
on,
I'm
man.
subbed to Big Bungie's fucking Gumroad. We could low-key pirate all of his videos and watch them on stream so he gets no revenue because we're all assholes like that.
That's
We
not
could do
very
that.
capitalistic of you.
It's very capitalist. I don't believe in IP law.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
I still don't like that fact.
Dude, it's fucking it's legitimate. It's legit. No,
Okay, all right.
no, Bungie's back, dude. You guys don't know? Bungie's fucking back. Bungie is fucking
He's back, bro.
Hold on.
The West has risen.
Oh fuck! I spilled my. God damn it! I spilled my fucking beer. Ah, motherfucker. Whatever.
Loser.
Fuck you, motherfucker. This is Baffle, dude. This is expensive shit. Y'all don't know. This is fucking. This is like $1.50 a bottle. This fucking resales, bro.
I'm Chinese. We can't drink.
Oh, you can't. Why can't you drink, bro?
Or we can't.
Well, the Japanese
because we can't.
have like rice.
We can't.
On
we
God,
can't.
just
No,
fucking
well, we can
mixtape
have
at
like
this
sake,
point.
but we can't like digest fucking whatchamacallit well.
Just play mixtape, dude. Yo, I'm cracked at FPSs, guys. I'm cracked at FPSs.
Actually, that would be really fucking fun. Us reacting to mixtape.
Dude, we should start Chud 2 Bony Plays, bro. I've said this. I fucking said
Yeah. Okay. All right. So once I get the current like 3 fucking videos I have planned for the second channel, I can like get to work starting that.
Yeah, I've been getting on fucking Asian Pie about this, dude. Because we could get Lavender, Meatloaf, Asian Pie, Remnant probably, fucking
Literal who's.
me, we could probably get Zulu. I mean, we could get a lot of fucking Chud tubers on to play random fucking video games. I think it'd be fun. This guy spilled his beer and we listening to him. Dude, look. Everyone makes mistakes, bro. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? It's not even that much. Like, I low-key spilled a little bit, bro. Just chill.
On like what part?
On what?
It depends. Like, okay, would you spill your? I
spilled it right in front of my keyboard, so it was low-key risky. But hey,
oh, don't do that, dude. Nastiest fucking keyboard I ever saw. We had to do this like fucking project, and we had to switch. Everyone had to, like switch their keyboards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking melted ice cream that looked like dried cum. Most horrific shit I've ever seen.
Not good. I don't know. Yeah,
I might, student, by the way.
I look-key like fucking industry. I just fucking. Chad, I've been trying to get into anime. Trying to get into watching anime. Which I don't know if that's cringe still, but some of it's tough. Yo, some of it is good, Chad. Some of it's good.
Oh, it's good.
Some of it's gemmy. You Remnant in the chat, yo. Can we get Remnant on the fucking stream? Hold up.
Sure, why not? The more the merrier.
In stream, dude. Hold on.
At this point, we just go to the server and podcast on.
Yeah, but then random people might join. I don't want to do that. I want to hop on stream.
No, that's funnier. No, that's funnier. Some guy's gonna join, not notice, not know we're on the stream right now, and just like fucking drop a hard R.
That'd be bad. That'd be a little evil.
No, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, dude, Remnant fucking gave him this $2. What is it? What is that? What is that logo? What is it? How do you give money though? I didn't know that was a thing you could do. The hell?
It says sneak peek.
Super sticker.
I don't
This guy
fucking
gave
know,
me a
man.
sticker. Thank you though. I appreciate it, Big Dog.
I can look like a peeping Tom.
Hey, bro. Watch trans music and the desire.
Watch
I
trans music.
think I already watched that on one of my old streams.
Someone posted that on fucking Zitter earlier today.
Yeah, dude. What a fucking gem. What a gem of a video. Emote. Okay, bro. Okay, I see you, Big Dog. Sure, just got home. Yo, let's how do you chat with you and you? Okay, hold on. Yeah, hold. Are we fucking lost? Be cool to
I have
see
no
us three play content warning or repo.
What's up,
Hey,
Chuds?
how we doing,
What's
Revenant?
up?
Yeah, the big Revenant on the stream,
Doing
bro. That's what we
alright.
like.
Just got home.
Yo, the stream's
Just got
low-key
home
dead
from.
now. The stream's low-key dead now.
Yeah.
I finished
how
reacting
many?
the video. I didn't have anything to do.
What was the peak? Oh, dang! You got 220,
He got like
229
500
likes.
viewers at his peak.
Wait,
I
now
was.
you have 230 likes now. I just dropped a like, guys. Be sure to drop a like
We were
for
doing
the
pretty,
drop a
stream.
like.
we were doing pretty good at the peak. I don't. Let me check my fucking analytics, bro. Actually, I'm all
Congrats,
powerful.
man.
Hold on, chat. Fucking
That's great. I'm happy for you.
appreciate you, big
That's
guy.
great.
What do you average?
I want to
'Cause
watch.
I'm very
this-
competitive. I gotta know what you average.
Oh, for me, I have
Yeah.
depends on what I'm talking about. So if you just do a stream like, hey, here's like an update for what's going on in the channel, it might for me get like was it like maybe 150, you know? But if you do a video where you're reacting to content, you know, you're snarking and all the rest, you can get like 250 to 300 and everything. I mean, it depend how do I put it? It depends on what you're watching.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I peaked at like 350.
Hey, nice. Congrats. man.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
good.
Fucking
You have a
roll.
very dedicated audience. I have noticed
Hey,
that.
Yes.
we love Brass King, bro. We love Brass. Our
We love
goats.
the taxed cult.
Yeah, dude, our goats, bro. Our fucking
Mhm.
cool fucking goyim that will, RKD for us.
We want to make it so that your audience doesn't pay taxes and instead gives their earnings to you.
Hey, that's
Brass,
the
you're
ideal.
it might be because we're on Discord and streaming, but your fucking top chat moderator is telling me that your Wi-Fi is ass.
They've been saying that the whole stream, bro. I think it just is what it is at this point. I got a lease signed. I'll be moving into a new place like soonish. So.
Wait, guys, how long have you been streaming? Because I look back, it only says 10 minutes for me. That's as far back as I can go. 10 minutes.
That's not good.
That's probably why they're saying link doesn't fucking work.
I've been streaming for like 2 hours. That's not good. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Gulp.
Uh-oh.
I do got a question. What happened with Lavender?
Nothing
Why
bad.
is he in the thumbnail?
No, we're molesting him because his video on my fucking Lord and Savior Mentis Wave, I think had some flaws in it, and so I had to, address those. It's up in an hour.
I haven't seen
we
the
started
video.
I thought it was a fine video.
8, right?
I
We
haven't
started
been
at 8.
watching economics as of late.
Yeah, well, dude, I gotta fucking educate you. I gotta educate you, Unc. What do we do? Actually,
True.
I can't really call you Unc. Dude, I'm used to it. I'm fucking surrounded by Unks, I feel like. Everyone's an Unk. It pisses me off.
We're same age.
Yeah, that's true.
What does
We're
unk
all
mean?
40.
Because like it's
We're all
uncle,
47.
but
Old.
It just means old.
Old.
You're doing what to him?
Old.
We're molesting him, dude. We're bending him over and, frankly, sticking it up his rear with facts and logic, To put it eloquently. To put
somebody
it
said
into
we
poetic
should
terms.
watch Markiplier. Should we watch Markiplier?
We should browse r/Markiplier, dude.
Markiplier. Ku Klux Klan.
Revenant and Asian player
That's my
should watch
favorite
Markiplier
Markiplier.
in real earthquake footage. Yes, bro, that'd be so tough.
True.
Bruh.
In space
I
with
swear,
Markiplier.
I forgot the exact percent. I was Markiplier's like top 8% of the viewers last year. Or
Yeah,
like
this guy's
maybe even
dedicated.
higher.
We could
Oh,
watch.
bro,
I think
for
it said
fucking-
I watched 250 Markiplier videos last
Yeah,
year.
appreciate you for the super chat.
117 just voted with their wallet.
Dude, for fucking
$10
TBYS,
for victory,
I was like
plus
one of
10
his
for
like
tax
top
pack.
1% viewers.
Hey, appreciate
Apparently, I
you,
watched
big
like
dog.
200 videos from him.
I think my beer man.
TBYS.
Hey, appreciate you.
But think
The
before you
money's
sleep.
gonna go to good use, okay? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Future drunk streams. Beer don't pay for itself. Right? These people are fueling my rampant alcoholism. I love to see it.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, don't worry, guys.
Amazing.
I won't actually get drunk on stream. I promise. I promise.
I told him he shouldn't because he's going to say things he regrets.
I say things I regret normally.
Yeah, we all do.
I'm always high off life, dude. No, it's chill. Nah, I think we might call the stream quits though. Honestly, there's not much to do. Yeah, appreciate the $50 super chat. We'll probably do a horror game next stream. I want to make these like weekly.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, right? Wouldn't a horror game be tough? You could low-key get a few of us on, dude. If we could get a few of us on and play like some fucking multi-person horror game, it'd be fun.
I've been practicing
be
my
fun.
screams, so I think that'd be fun.
I messaged this one guy.
Hey, appreciate the super chat.
He's like a left-wing commentator, but he's chill. Trust me, even though he's left-wing. I
Appreciate you, big
DM'd
dog.
him
Hey, the money's gonna go for games, right?
on Discord.
We
We should
love-
play Lethal
we love the
Company
text
sometime
back.
for real.
Yeah, dude. No, Lethal
He
Company.
ignored
I've
me.
never played Lethal Company, but and also
I got ghosted.
I'm hesitant to play Lethal Company because I feel like it's low-key Troon slop. But hey, I'll give it a try.
Wow. Well, you
Wait,
gotta
Remnant,
be
I have a
careful
question.
if you say Troon, because that will get the.
Will it?
Bro, you're saying.
I'm just letting you know.
Well, hey.
Oh,
hey.
thank you.
Hey,
Thank
we'll
you.
see. I mean, this is gonna go up. I'm getting my membership shit set up. So that'll.
Oh, okay. If you make it members
Yeah.
only, you're
make
fine
it members
when you
only.
say slurs.
You're telling me I've got a free bass? I can.
I need to set
I
up,
can say-
dude. I
I
need to set
wouldn't
up
say
membership.
it. I
Racial and
wouldn't
cultural
say it,
epithets
but
I
I'm
want.
just saying you're kind of safe. I've seen people, say slurs in member-only videos. I would never say slurs on your
Of course.
stream though, as a guest, as a
course.
submissive guest
Really?
to your authority. Yes.
I wish I was as good a person as you are.
Max, I want to say a racial slur, and you should like end the stream immediately, and then you guys excuse to turn it off.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Okay.
I
everyone,
remember
in